I can get this game going.
Oh, I need to, like, I guess I downloaded them. I need to find them. Wow, that's really loud. Okay. Downloads.
So it's just supposed to drag it, right? Onto the exe?
Yep.
It no working.
In, like, the one in, the folder I told you?
Yeah, in Riot Games League of Legends.
Game.
League client.
Nope. That's the issue. You're trying to drag it onto the client, not the game. They're
Oh
two different executables.
no. There it is. I failed you. Alright, we're getting it.
Okay.
9-9's the first game, right? Well,
Yep. I feel almost like slightly racist typing in YoRongRong, but that's what they called their team, so.
What do you mean? A critical error has occurred. Riot League of Legends game. Drag it on the League of Legends exe.
Do you have your client open?
I do not. Launching now.
I'm having exactly
Oh,
0
no.
issues doing that exact thing that I told you, so.
I believe you.
I could share my screen and let you watch me do it, but.
No, I believe you. It just doesn't want to work. Let me see if it's running the background or something. And
Do teams in this league have logos? There's not like a.
they might, but I don't know if. I think we submitted one, but I don't know if it's.
I haven't seen
necessary.
anywhere that they're posted, so.
Yeah,
And their website's like a thing.
it's really good.
I'm just gonna leave them as this color. It's a nice color.
I don't know. Should I try restarting?
Uh,
I don't know if it'll work or not.
C Riot Games League of Legends game.
Yep.
And then it's the League of Legends executable in that.
Yep. I'm just dragging from
you
my
have-
downloads folder.
Oh, there. Put the replays in that folder.
See if that works.
I had that issue once, and I don't.
Oh, it liked that a lot better.
Yeah,
All right, we're good.
I don't know
I'm
why.
loading in.
I don't know why that's the make or break it thing.
I don't know.
Okay, I want to try.
All right.
I
See.
shouldn't be doing this editing while I'm like streaming, but
Hey, you know.
I wanted to see, rather than having just this blank space, I was gonna put, since we're doing all these tournaments, I was gonna put like the name of the tournament and the week that we're in. So this will be FPL week.
Thanks for the resub, Kato.
There, that looks slightly less professional, but maybe it'll help people. Okay.
All right, let's. Do you know what the objective timer button is? I always forget.
It's N.
Thank you. Perfect.
Okay.
I'm good to go now.
All right. Well, officially, welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Meristematic. Casting with me today is going to be Liposuction Lane. First, an order of business to take care of. First, wanted to congratulate our champions from GRLCS Fall 2020. I made you this really shitty banner. We're raising it in the background at headquarters as we speak. It's gonna hang there above my desk, commemorating your big victory. And then, so shoutouts to yourself, Lane, Aikedo, X-Craze, Karasuda, and Black Salt, bringing home the dub. And yeah, it was really fun watching you guys play last split, and I'm glad that most of the team gets to stay together and keep playing.
Yeah, I'm happy that most of them ranked up, so they get to play on our FPL team that we're gonna watch today, and yeah, excited to see those guys back in action.
Yeah, so our other order of business, we have our beautiful splash screen. You'll notice the number of stars on it. 6 right now. That's pretty good, but what if we added another one? All right. I wish I had like a cool animation for that. But
So anticlimactic.
Hey, this is the production.
Could you
that you
please
guys
add a boop sound effect next time we earn a star?
I'll have to do it verbally because I don't know how to cue that up. But yeah.
All right, we'll figure it out. It'll be great.
I don't think anything can top the sheer artistry of the banner. So.
I agree. That one's. I'm gonna print that out and put it in a big poster behind me. It'd be great.
All right. All of that aside, we have some League of Legends to take care of. If you're ready, we'll just go ahead and get into it.
I am ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So this is week number 1 of FPL. I still haven't figured out what FPL stands for. I think it's Philly Bees Pro League.
Yes, it is. Premier League, I think, is what it is.
Yeah. So yeah, this game was played really late last night. I think we started at 9:45 after another tournament that we're going to do later. But yeah, it's kind of a mess. So on the blue side, our return of the middle sticks. 10D's 2 in the top lane playing Camille. Aikedo in the jungle on Amumu, the sad mummy. And X-Craze in mid on Oriana. And FER, Samso, and Black Salt in the bottom lane playing Ezreal and Lulu.
Yeah, and then for the red side, we've got Taki on the Shard of the Monolith Malphite. We got Chilsung on Zac in the jungle. We got Double Trouble on Set in the mid lane. We got Pei Jun on Jin in bot. And Ang Yang Yang on Zyra support.
I was going to go long. I was going to go Ang Yang Yang. I don't know that that's right, though.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like either pronunciation works fine, but we'll agree on one. I'll go with yours. Ong sounds great.
Yeah. Sidebar, definitely some Asian names, 2 white guys pronouncing it. Very apologize. If any of these could be corrected, please do it. But and we'll try our best. But going with our white pronunciation, the team is also just called YoRongRong, which I don't know. It's just a thing, I guess. So, both junglers starting on the bottom side of the rift gonna head in opposite directions. Aikedo's already gonna be spotted out on his cheeky little ward that Double Trouble got over the wall, and gonna get some slaps down in mid lane. So, our first cast on the preseason patch. Yeah, what are you enjoying right now in your league exploits?
Yeah, I think it's pretty fun to watch the really strong mid laners. There's quite a few that are really, really strong, and a couple top laners as well. I think we're seeing one in the Camille. And then it's interesting also to see that there's like a couple good ADCs and then a couple good junglers, and then everything else is just kind of, it's basically a few items that are shaping the meta right now. So it's fun to watch.
Yeah, I am kind of interested in seeing Samso on the Ezreal. Normally has been sticking to the Jhin and MF. I think I've seen a game or two of Ashe as well. So Ezreal feels a
Right.
little bit far down the tier list for him. And I think in general on the preseason patch, but the safety can't really be overrated as X-Gray's going to get ganked in mid, get slapped in, and the Haymaker from Double Trouble as they'll back off. They get the trade, no summoner spells out of it, but, getting the health advantage can be pretty valuable.
Yeah, and Orianna has those biscuits, is going to be able to heal up a little bit more, even with that trade, but expending a resource and a very solid gank overall. We'll have to see if Tendies decides to go for the cheater reset here with the wave pushing in top lane.
It looks like he almost
he's
wants
trying
to
to
die.
trade.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, the flash E in gets the second part of the precision protocol, but it's not quite enough to finish off Taki. But already a lot of pressure thrown at the Malphite, and you can see teleport's actually going to be blown by Double Trouble just to try to zone and prevent the dive. They spotted Aikedo, I think, maybe looking for something there on the side. Meanwhile, Chilsung going into the bottom lane, not going to find a whole lot. Oh, what was that play? I don't know
think
what
he flashed to get the extra auto on the minion so that he could pull the Ezreal in, but it didn't look like he really needed to do much except walk over there.
That also changed like the distance that he was going to be pulled, right? Because he was close. Either that play was too big brain for me, or I think it was just a little bit of a misplay there from him. Either way, this poke from the Jhin Zyra lane, doing pretty good stuff for him early, but Samso and Black Salt staying relatively healthy.
Yeah, I think this Zyra has come out to be a pretty solid pick. I think mages in the bot lane in general are pretty good, just because I think mages have some really strong mythic items right now. And pairing that with someone that like the Jhin, it's kind of similar to like Jhin Morgana, where you have some form of CC and damage that you get to follow up on with Jin's stun. So a lot of burst potential in this bot lane.
Yeah, and apologies, I've played like 10 games total on the preseason patch, so some of these items and combinations are going to be pretty new to me. But we'll try to work our way through it. Have you, of course, to lean on a little bit for that. But
yeah,
Teddy's doing pretty well on these trades early on, and Aikedo's looking for the bandage toss. That didn't look like it connected, but apparently it did, and Taki's going to fall for first blood.
And this is really good for Return of the Middle Sticks. With the bot lane matchup that's going on here, Samso and Black Salt are just looking to survive.
Just kiting through Double Trouble. I don't know how this position happened, but he shorted it. Didn't quite get it all the way through the turret. Oh, X-Craze had the play. Looks like he hit level 6 first, blew the shockwave for a lot of damage onto Double Trouble, but then just not quite getting the distance through the turret.
That's the working all day flash Q. It just missed it by a hair. If he had been a little more rested, I'm sure that would have connected.
Yeah, and all of these players just exceptionally timed. Yeah, 9 hours of League of Legends for 4 of them, and then, probably 9 hours of work for X-Craze into this matchup. Now Chilsung going to look for the gank in mid, Double Trouble trying to follow this one up. Do they have the damage? They do with the suplex, and YoRongRong's on the board.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of pressure being used by the Zac set combo. There's just a lot of CC that this Orianna has to look out for. And following up on that earlier gank, which was nice.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested. I don't know Tendies might not give us time to think. But I don't know the most about jungle builds. It's kind of interesting just to see a Mumu slap down 2 ruby crystals.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that builds into bombies and something to do with the the Sunfire cape, but
Yeah,
it's
I
me being a
mean,
little ignorant. Just seeing the
I
back
can't
for 2
remember
ruby
the
crystals is
Aegis
kind of
build
interesting.
exactly. I'm sure it'll become clearer to us as we go, but double ruby crystal as 2 items is pretty decent overall, just to have some extra health. And especially in the early game.
A Bombi built out a double HP crystal. Okay.
There you go. That's what I was guessing, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah, I've me top lane player. I've only played 80 carries and mages on this patch, so actually haven't played any tanks or bruisers at all. So their itemization just kind of baffles me. I know that
And
you're
we are
supposed to.
seeing
Yeah,
we are
X-Craze is
seeing
just
the
wailing
triple.
on double trouble. The Bombi's not keeping him topped off this time.
Nope. And we are seeing triple bomby scepter from the red team over here. Just we see how prevalent that tank item is compared to the other 2 mythics. It's just kind of superior even after the nerf, just with what it gives you. And it's nice that it's split damage as well.
Yeah, X-Craze is going to get pulled back in double trouble, trying to chase him down, but not able to get the face breaker, and now going to take even more chips on his health. Meanwhile, Tendies and Taki not exactly respecting each other's bubbles up in the top lane, and Chilsung immediately goes back for the return. Nice sidestep on the dodge, and Aikido over the wall with the flash curse of the sad mummy, and Chilsung lets bouncing out. Does he have enough health? It's not quite going to burn him through, and Zac will get out to safety. So well-timed gank by Aikido, hitting level 7, flashing over the wall for the Curse of the Sad Mummy will find them a kill, and might find him a little bit more as Chilsung looking for his Raptors and instead finds a Mummy there. But he's not quite sad enough.
Nope. Well,
Samso, this is a big combo from Ong, but it's not quite going to matter as actually more than enough health with the, well, other stuff's happening. Aikeido's getting collapsed on by 3 people. He actually smites away the red buff, but gonna pay for it a little bit with his life. So Double Trouble has both of the kills for YoRongRong. I was gonna say Samso and Black Salt burn through all of their summoner spells, but it keeps them alive, so you know, worth it.
yeah, and we're seeing quite a lot of fighting here in this early game. Both teams just not really scared to trade or go for stuff. And we kind of saw in that bot lane trade the power of this lane. Having the CC follow up with Jhin that you can just throw a Zyra ult down on top of is really good. I think RTM got a really safe lane and was able to survive it, even though they had to expend all their summoners. But you have the Lulu shield, the Lulu ult, and Ezreal E to just kind of keep you safe in this really oppressive lane while they are able to do stuff around topside.
Yeah, I am kind of interested about the mythic for Ezreal. If it is the Trinity Force, like I think it's going to be, you'll have that big double Trinity Force spike when Tendies and Samso both hit it. And, like, honestly, this team just becomes such monsters in the mid-game. Like, even more so than hitting the triple Sunfire, I think. The double Trinity Force plus the single Sunfire, I think, would be better.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's a lot a lot of scaling here for ROTM. They want to wait out, survive the bot lane, wait for Camille to get onto those items, and then they'll have the Amumu Orianna combo into the late game that'll just be able to help them out.
Phage doesn't build into Trinity anymore, so Tendies isn't picking him one up.
Correct.
That would make it the Divine Sunderer thing, the like mace.
So I
thing.
think it's Phage, Sheen, and a Kendall Gem now is the 3 pieces of the
No, it's not
Trinity.
Phage. I don't know anymore. Anyway, Tendies is getting ganked. The 3 tanks are here. The teleport in from X-Cray's not really going to help out. Instead, going to just give up another kill to Yo. Oh, actually, that's a great shockwave. He's maybe out of there. They have so much closing power. The flash W from Chilsung will be able to finish that one off. So 2 kills for YoRongRong in the top lane. And they're going to even spot Aikido looking to try to hold.
Sunder is what Camille ends up going for. Which is pretty good. Really good at taking turrets. Although they're nerfing that next patch, so this is probably the last time we're going to be able to see the Divine Sunder ability doing extra stuff to turrets.
I didn't know it did extra stuff to begin with. I read that in the patch notes and I was like, huh, neat. And immediately out of my brain.
Yeah. You get your target's max health. 10% of their max health is physical damage. So it's I don't know why they ever decided to allow that on turrets, but a full health turret just takes 10% of its max health on an ability cast. It's kind of good.
Yeah, Taki goes ahead and burns his teleport back to top lane. Double Trouble gets caught looking for a ward as the dragon spawns. Right now, I think that YoRongRong is just going to be too strong around this dragon for them to really contest, but looks like RTM might anyway. They're pushing Jin off in the wrong direction, burn both of his summoner spells. As we're looking to set this one up, it's the 4-man squad for RTM, but the 3-man squad from YoRongRong, and I'm just casting off of the mini-map because it just wants to show us Tendies and Taki in the top lane. Aikedo, ooh, he didn't hit that bandage toss. That looked like it connected, but then we panned away. And the Ezreal sail's just a little bit wide, so RTM not able to find anything from that dragon, and will be the second one going over to YRR. That's not a great acronym.
Not easy to say, anyway.
Yeah. But despite these two dragons, it's still a 700 gold lead for RTM. And you can see the work that Tendies is already doing on that turret. Aikedo's going to get caught here by Chillsung over the wall. Black Salt forced to use the Wild Growth. Double Trouble trying to chase him down. The curtain call opened up. Black Salt dodging back and forth. He didn't follow his own advice and dies to the Jin ult. He was telling us there's this OP way to dodge all of the Jin ult 100% of the time, and he just didn't do it. I don't know.
It must be like dodging those Malphite ults that he keeps chiding Aikedo about. We'll have to see if he's able to pull it off this game, because we got a Malphite in this one.
Yeah. Chillsung looking for Aikedo. We're going to have a jungler scrap here. Neither team can really get any help, so Chillsung's just going to leave.
Yeah, and Zach's a little bit stronger right now with the Aegis completed, but didn't have any backup, so just leaves that camp to go.
Oh, Taki just going to try to save his turret. Might even find the kill for himself. Flash away from Tendies, trying to kite out. Hits the damage from the Precision Protocol to heal. And Taki actually runs out of mana and can't chase him down. That was a really nicely timed Malphite ult to clear the wave, but going to lose the turret anyway.
Yeah, it was really good. Clears the wave, knocks her up, takes a couple extra tower shots that they wouldn't have taken otherwise. And I think Tendies has to be careful here of the Malphite Q just running him down, but it's going to be able to get most of that wave in and then recall here.
Yeah, so as we take a small step back, just the big advantages in CS of the solo lanes right now. Really what's giving ROTM this slight gold lead. It's just gigantic gaps, honestly, for the I don't want to say low amount of action, but like it's been a lot of focus onto X-Craze, and he's still up 30 CS. There's the 3 kills, but
yeah, and I think that was kind of something we saw in their tournament games throughout this day. If you were watching any of those, and we'll get to casting those later, but RTM's really solid in getting the farm that they need, even under pressure. And I think usually, you look at this kill score here, we're down 3 kills, down 2 dragons. You'd expect to see, 1-2K difference. But because the farming's just been so good that it's actually an even game in gold.
yeah. So the big point I made about the big Triforce spikes, it's double Divine Sunbrew. So I'm just wrong, which is fine. we're all learning preseason.
That's right. I expected double Trinity Force as well, but yeah, I don't know if it's the best, because I think the Trinity Force
looking for Tendies. This is the whole ass Goon squad, all 5 of them. Double Curse of the Sad Mummy onto the bot lane as Aikedo looking just to solo out the AD. Now the tank's going to try to collapse back onto Aikedo. Curtains opened up. Zach's going to dive in. Can he track down Black Salt? Gonna slap him to the ward. Tendies is on the backside, looking for Pajun. Gets him locked in the Hextech Ultimatum, and he'll finish him off with the auto attack. Now on the other side, Zach pulls Amumu back in as Samso finishes off one on the back end. Chillsung gets taken low, but heals up quite a bit. Double Trouble, in a lot of trouble. Aikedo hits another bandage toss, gets slapped back in. It'll put Zach into bloblets, and they should be able to finish him off as Samso takes that kill. Now Taki in trouble as Tendies chases him down, and it'll be 3 kill. Oh, that flash was a little interesting, but yeah, 3 kills for Return of the Middle Sticks. And that was some debris that just that was a really weird visual thing
I
too.
think that was the Sunderer going off.
Oh, okay.
That's my guess. Or it could have been Ezreal W on that skin getting procced. I'm not quite sure. Because his back animation looked like the same animation we saw on the turret. But
Honestly, there's like 3 items. I just don't know what the spell. Like I know kind of what they do. Sunder is one of them. I don't know what the animation for it looks like. There's like the Prowler's Claw. No idea what that one looks like. Anyway, but you can't walk up in. What are you? Okay, yeah. He had the Zyra in tow. I was like, is Jin? You can't walk into melee range of Camille down 3. Like that's not. You just can't do that one. But he's fine.
Yeah.
I guess.
I do want to comment on that team fight. It was actually really big that Tendies was able to get onto the Jhin, because then you had which split the rest of the team, and then it was 4v3. And Tendies was able to hold his own in that 2v1, which was really nice.
Yeah, Zach's going in. This is maybe a little bit early, but they're going to throw all of their CC into the pit. Dragon's still about 2,000. X-Grace finishes off Ong. It's smited away by Zach. Now, Samso's still free-firing from the back as the fight just kind of dissipates for YoRongRong, and Double Trouble will fall as well. It's a killing spree for Samso, I think. I saw the pop-up for it, but it's a double kill for Aikedo. It's an ace, the Bud Light ace for RTM.
We need to get our own like drink so that we can start calling it something else.
Yeah, sponsors if you're watching. There aren't
Slurp
any.
juice. Oh, that's taken, I guess.
Fiddlesticks branded.
Yeah, Fiddlesticks branded slurp juice. You think Epic will have any issues with that?
None, I'm sure. Hell, we'll take a honey fruit sponsorship if you want to keep it in game. You know.
Yeah. Now,
it's refreshing so that you can continue cawing on asses.
Yeah, YRR does get the dragon, which puts them on soul points, so that's pretty big for them. But RTM comes away really ahead in gold from that. Getting the full ace without any other team members dying, and then getting the tier 2 tower in mid lane puts them way ahead in this game. So we'll have to see if the soul is the one saving grace for YRR.
Yeah, Tendi's unfortunately the second precision protocol into the cannon rather than into the set, but you know, sometimes you gotta show that cannon you mean business. So now this is kind of an awkward spot. There's nothing really to fight over, and teams are just going to kind of mill around the map. I really like RTM just kind of headed back to farm for the lull state, but YRR is trying to group up around mid, but you really can't find a pick onto Ezreal. Like, I mean, I guess they're going to try. No? Okay, well.
It's definitely difficult to find a pick onto that combo. If you go on the Ezreal, he's got an E to get out. If you go on the Lulu, she's got her ult and shield. Unless you have all 5 members and it's a 5v2, it's pretty hard. But yeah, they might look for it.
Yeah, they're going to even spot out Zach with that ward from Black Salt. They'll pull in Samso, get a little chip of damage on him. I like what he was trying to do. He thought there was more CC coming, so goes ahead and uses the ult so that you can kind of buffer through it. Ult over the wall onto Chilsung. He'll go ahead and slingshot away. A couple of resources burned for RTM, so probably don't want to look for a fight immediately, as Tendi's ISO'd against Taki always feels like a good time. Although,
yeah, and
maybe getting collapsed on here by Double Trouble? No, he's out. Okay.
Yeah, Tendi's is really strong. Already up 2 levels, a full item over the Malphite. So as long as he gets to stay in that side lane 1v1, RTM is very happy.
Yeah, and I really like the itemization from X-Craze, particularly the Liandry's Anguish?
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Okay.
I think that's right.
Going for the like anti-tank rather than, you know, like a pure burst item feels very good into the set Malphite Zach.
Right.
Man, big analysis. Here we go.
The triple tanks. Getting damage on your health is good. We did it.
But even Aikedo going for the Demonic Embrace for a little bit of burn damage. They're going to find Chilsung. It's a kind of a mid-jungle 2v2 as Black Salt and Pajun going to collapse. They're really focusing on double trouble first. X-Craze gets taken a little bit low as a result of it, but you'll find the kill onto the set. And now Tendy's looking for the dive.
Oh.
The unstoppable force just able to help disengage for Taki. He still has flash in his back pocket as well. But that pick onto double trouble is going to signal Baron started up and Chilsung just backed.
Yeah, I mean, they actually burn this so quickly with the percent health damage that they've got from the Orianna and the Amumu.
Yeah. But as Zach,
it
you
just
have
burned.
you have the zero risk smite steal opportunity, right?
Right.
You can just start on one side, slingshot over to the other, and as you're passing over, you can smite. I don't know why more Zacks don't just attempt it. Like, it's very tough to CC people out of it, and it feels very, very low risk, but not going to even try for it. Instead, Baron in the pockets of RTM.
Yeah,
And maybe a little bit more. On gets caught by IQ.
Oh
just
my
gets
god.
soloed by the mummy.
Okay.
Well,
that's sad. That doesn't feel good if you're Zyra right there, just getting full comboed by a full tank of Mumu and dying.
yeah, there might have been a glitter lance from Black Salt, but honestly, like, not too much. And immediately Zach going to get blown up again as Tendies finds him. That was kind of a weird little sequence. Tendies goes a little bit too hard. Getting the shielding from Black Salt, gets the shield back from his adaptive defenses. Now goes in onto Pajun, finds the kill. The shockwave pulls in double trouble. He's away, but the tactical sweep's enough. A double kill for Tendies as Taki's in the backline, but the shard of the monolith just not big enough. Tendies with the flashy over the wall, not quite able to find enough damage onto Chilsung. Tactical sweep misses. Flash away from Ong as well, but Tendies finds the little rock in the base. I still don't know why that thing's there other than for Camille to hookshot off of. That seems like the only reason for it. But 17 to 5.
Obviously. Oh man, just a really good fight there from RTM. Tendy's able to actually dodge the Malphite ult. Probably not intended, but happy circumstance for him.
Oh, Tendies gets pulled out of his
Oh my.
his hook shot. That's just the second Q. That was nothing else. Hits that onto Chilsung. The Ezreal ult just tickles in comparison. Tendies gets pulled back in, but nobody wants to fight him right now. He's 5 levels up. He's 4 levels up on the other solo laner. I don't really know what YoRongRong's hoping to accomplish at this point. This one's a little bit rough for him.
Yeah, I mean, with the Baron buff here just ticking down, we actually see a TP into top. Camille goes ahead and gets that wave and is going to start pushing that towards the tower. She takes towers really fast.
Yep, another tower in the pockets of ROTM, and he's going to immediately find Taki.
Wow.
Speaking of, like, I guess we haven't been speaking about it at all. Anyway, did you know Camille gets attack speed when she lands her E?
I did.
Okay, well, never mind. I'll go fuck myself then. Taki's gonna go in. Tendies is godlike. The flash E onto 3. Double kill for Tendies. Ong able just to limp away from the fight. The shockwave pulls back into Black Salt falls, but does that really matter at the end of it? Tendies finds the triple kill at the end, and there's no one left to defend for YoRongRong. Only minions left, and not even very many of those. So another ace for ROTM, and that'll be game number 1.
Yeah, really well played there by RTM. Kind of just stayed even with their farm advantages in the early game, even though there was a lot of pressure going down. And then once they hit their item power spikes with the Divine Sunder coming in on Ezreal and on the Camille, we're able to finish out the game pretty easily.
Yeah, I really liked the way that they were patient in the early game, just not worried too much about the pressure, especially because Chilsung was roaming a lot. Double Trouble was roaming a lot on the Zac and the set, but stayed cool and take home in the end, what looked like kind of a landslide victory, but took their incremental advantages where they could. So we'll be right back with game number 2. Oh, now I'm just lying on the splash screen. Oof. this one by default is 480.
Yes. I have now moved it to the right folder. And it is loading.
I guess more importantly, what we learned is that Sad Mummy's better than Chart of the Monolith. That was a debate that was happening in the Discord.
Yeah, apparently. It's also really good into triple tank topside, I think, with the amount of tankiness you have and the amount of shred and true damage you do. Look pretty good. I am ready when you are.
Well, I'm not ready, so hold on.
No worries.
How do I redeem? There's the channel points button at the bottom, and then you just click on the thing you want to redeem it for. In the text, if you have a Raffle, I'm assuming you want the Solo Flex cast, but when you click on it, it'll ask if you want to redeem, and you can either send me the replay or send me a time that you're available. We'll work it out. I don't know exactly what the message you need to include. I didn't really specify that, but yeah. But then after that, it shows up in my queue, and I have to do something to clear it. Now I'm still not quite ready.
No worries.
Need to change the scoreboard to 1. There we go. Now I'm ready.
Perfect. Let's do it.
All right. We'll close that. Okay. If you're ready, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So game number 2. In FPL week 1. Spawning on the blue side of the rift, wearing the blue health bars, is YoRongRong. In the top lane, with the role swap, Taki's going to be playing Kled. Chillsung in the jungle playing Ramus. Double Trouble in the mid lane, returning on the Shard of the Monolith. And Pajun and Nyang, I think. That's probably racist. I feel really
We're trying.
now.
We're doing our best.
They're playing Ash Lulu.
And then for Return to the Middle Six, we've got Tendies 2 on the Akali in top lane, Aikado on Hecarim in the jungle, Syndra for X-Craze in the mid lane. We're going to see a little bit of a trade. And then we've got Samso and Blacksalt on the iconic MF Nautilus duo. Saw that duo quite a bit yesterday during their 11 hours of gameplay.
Yeah, over the course of 11 hours of gameplay, hopefully you get decent at a couple of duos, right? And this looked pretty impressive for them. We'll get to see, we'll get to see some of that gameplay later. This is chronologically the last game that was played Sunday. Last or second to last, potentially, game that was played Sunday. But yeah, I am kind of interested how... So, your thought process, right? I don't know. Even at the end of the game, you have Malphite into double AP solo laners. Do you just value the Kled into Akali matchup that much more? To just kind of stick your Malphite on a pretty much unwinnable lane against Syndra? Or, what do you think the thought process is? But by these
I mean,
lane assignments.
I
Because I would think you go
I-
opposite.
yeah, I mean, draft-wise, I felt like they must have picked Malphite early. I mean, I can only speculate that they grabbed Malphite early and RTM responded by getting AP heavy.
Yeah.
But I mean, I prefer, like, Malphite should win into the Akali early with the what his like Q damage.
Yeah. The cheese wheel. Yeah.
Yeah. This is not an easy matchup for Kled.
Yeah, I would think Kled would have better luck against Syndra, but anyway, Ramus' top lane rolls in. Tendies is on the wrong side of the rift currently, trying to kite this one out. Doesn't have a shroud available. Chilsung walks in, hits the highly mechanical outplay on the taunt. Dash away on the shuriken flip, but the flash forward for the auto for Chilsung, and it's first blood for the Armadillo.
Well, that is one way to help your bad matchups out. Gank them a lot. Kato's gonna find the Rammus here.
Yeah, teleport back in from Tendies, looking to combine, but Taki gets pulled back onto Skarl, now gets taken immediately back off Pocket Pistol, not quite enough damage. Chilsung maybe in a little bit of trouble, but another taunt comes through, but Tendies finishes him off with a 5-point strike. Now X-Craze throws the Scuttle Crab at double trouble, trying to kite him down. This is a very strange little situation. Aikedo was able to get a back off. Stun doesn't quite connect onto double trouble. Flashes the mastery, but the electrocute damage in the W is enough to take him down anyway. X-Craze finds that kill. Now Black Salt finds the hook onto Ong, but Samso gets turned into, I guess it's like a fake dragon in that skin?
Is that the Dragon Trainer one?
Yeah, it's a chroma on the Dragon Trainer one.
It must be. It kind of looks like Pajama Guardian. I know it's. I don't think Lulu has a skin for that, but it's like the.
Yes, she does.
The pink. Does she?
Yeah, she's a color I'm assuming is green in it.
Mm-hmm. Well, Riot. You can see that I didn't give my money to Riot. Otherwise, I'd know what the skin was.
I mean, I'm sure you're really into Star Guardians. Like that seems like an aesthetic for you.
Oh yeah. I actually just bought a set of the jammies after that came out. So.
Oh. which ones? The Ezreal ones or?
Just all of them.
Oh, okay.
Every one in every size, just in case
Yeah.
Can never be too underprepared.
I feel that. You really you sound like my wife now. Too many jammies, honestly. Yeah, Chilsung looking back top, really looking to camp the top lane. He's since moved on, but they're looking to try to put a lot of pressure on attendees.
Taki is building a Bami's Cinder, which means I am assuming he's going to go Aegis. I don't know if that's good.
Yeah, hook onto Pajun, the Dark Harvest stack, flash away. That was kind of risky timing, honestly. I thought that auto would have been on the way from Samso, and that might have finished him off, but he'll get out. As X-Craze has had pretty free lanes. Like, the Orianna into set matchup isn't super fun sometimes, but Syndra into Malphite doesn't really feel like a winnable matchup for Malphite.
Yeah, it's pretty much he's waiting for 6 and then a gank from Rammus, and that's about how the lane goes.
Well,
we're
here
gonna
it
see
is,
a gank
but it's
from Rammus right now.
Yeah, not quite the right timing. So even the Scatter the Weak will knock Rammus out of the Powerball. So gonna be difficult for that combo to get on without the Malphite having level 6.
Yeah, and I have to say that the Syndra pick here is really good for Return of the Middle Sticks. You've got champions that just want to run at you, the Malphite, the Rammus, the Kled, and Syndra with her knockback is able to deal with that really, really well, especially on the Rammus, who's just, you can knock out of his ball. So it's a good draft decision there.
Yeah, in general, I think YoRongRong's playing pretty good comps for the preseason. I want to see them have maybe a little bit more damage-focused bottom lane, but like, I don't. In theory, their comps should be very good, but it feels like Return of the Middle Sticks has drafted very well for both games against it.
Yeah, and I feel like Rammus has been doing a lot of bailing his losing lanes out. but we're gonna see a gank here down here.
I don't know that they have a winning lane, is kind of the issue. Is Black Salt's going to find one kill. Ong is in trouble as Samso can take up one more tower shot, and Aikedo will find that kill. That was a really nice dive by them. Taki's going to get taken off of Skarl as Tendies is level 6, hits the flawless execution, and the 5-point strike for the kill.
Yeah, wins across the entire map there for Return of the Middle Six, getting a kill in top lane and 2 kills in bot lane along with these turret plates. It's going to be a big gold swing here at the 7-minute mark.
But again, it kind of feels like they're drafting for team comp at the expense of having any powerful lane, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
theoretically, maybe the Ashe Lulu should be pushing and shoving right now, but Samso and Black Salt have just exerted their will upon that lane. Black Salt hooking at every opportunity, but like, maybe that was the idea and it just hasn't panned out.
Right. And I think RTM's done really good with their wave setups in bot lane. For the most part, they're able to get these hooks because they're slow pushing waves and making Lulu and Ashe kind of overextend to get CS. And especially with that Nautilus, he could just sit in a bush and throw a hook out, and you can just go right back if it doesn't hit. And if he hit, you do a lot of damage. So.
Yeah, Aikedo saying that Kled should be the winning lane. It just hasn't worked out, I guess. That also kind of makes sense. Here's the big combo, though. Chilson gonna find the kill.
There was.
As much as we're memeing, like, it's a big combo, but does it really accomplish a whole lot?
Yeah, I mean, they did what I was expecting them to do, is Malphite hits 6 and then calls Rammus over, and then you just CC Syndra to death. But that's about the only time they have in the lane to do anything.
Yeah, I guess they're going to get the red buff for it, so that's, you know, another side of, well, maybe they'll get it. Aikedo even smites it back away and then ults out. Yeah, well, Taki's still on him. He used the charge. God, my brain is just melting out of my skull right now. Pajan's very low as Samso just casually throwing some autos in for the chunk, but they'll go ahead and force Pajan out of lane, and Og can't really stay either as he does hit level 6, has the wild growth available. Might have been a little bit of an overstep here from the RTM bot lane, but not really going to matter. Just gets polymorphed and they'll walk away.
Yeah, now Ashe is actually going to be able to pick up that wave where before I don't think she would have been able to. But I think Samso and Black Salt are just going to push in this next wave and get at least one more turret play, if not another. Just based off of that trade right there.
Yeah, and also because of that trade, you can put some resources into getting the first dragon of the game. A little bit late, 10 minutes, but you know, it'll feel good to take that one off the map and be in the dragon lead for the first time in the series.
YRR really seems to like this triple bomby topside. This is game number 2 where they've had some similar items.
Yeah, I just don't think that these champions are what you want with the triple bomby, but you know, or at least not the Kled.
Right.
Just he actually can't dodge. Like, there's no way he knows that you're there, and he missed the bear trap.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, and that would have been a big trade too with the red buff.
Yeah.
If he was able to land that Q.
Yeah, plus the brutal strikes would have been queued up. Like, you just land 3 or 4 autos in there during that time frame, and all of a sudden Tendies has to go back, but. Or at least back off. What's Tendies building? I'm kind of curious. What is this? Leeching Leer? Seeker's Arm Guard?
That is into the Omnivamp item that I don't remember the name of, I think.
Rift Maker? Or is that a different one that I'm thinking
No,
of?
I think
Anyway,
it's Rift Maker. You got it.
Pajan gets knocked up, and that's just not a fair combo. Black Salt gets that kill, and Aikedo fears him back into the bullet time. No escape, as Tendies gets ganked up in the top lane, forced to blow his ultimate, which feels a little bit bad, but he'll feel okay about escaping the gank. And that should be first turret going down on those bottom side, at least eventually for ROTM. They're going to look for the dive onto Tendies. He dives away with the shuriken flip. Taunt in, still has the shroud available, still walking away. Taki gets knocked off as Skarl. Tendies is still about half health looking at this. Still looking for Taki now gets taunted up. Chilsung taken low. Tendies finds one. And X-Craze is here, not able to find the knockback. Oh, the
Ooh.
dodge! Did he know? There's no way. Double kill for Tendies as Double Trouble in trouble. And he'll go down for the triple. Tendies 2 with the play on the Akali.
And that's
There's
why
no
it's
way
so
he
hard
knew,
to
right?
gank. I mean, it's possible that he was expecting it in comms, but I feel like it's just got to be a happy circumstance that they hit the E because he wanted the damage and then it dodged at the same time. Yeah. And you see why Akali is just so hard to gank with that Shroud up, especially against two champions, one that has a targeted stun or targeted CC and auto attack. It's like you just drop the Shroud under turret and then you can't do anything. So well played there by Tendies to pick up the double kill and then E away to pick up the Malphite for the triple.
Supportal combat. Oh, interrupted. Well, it'll be a dead Lulu at the end of this one. It's just how long. Oh, no, it won't. Never mind. We're being a little greedy. It gets hit by the Ash Arrow. X-Craze limping away with a little bit of health. Tendies is looking for the teleport on the side. And they're going to get Raptors. They don't walk in here. You got out of it. Don't walk it. All right.
That's the 11-hour gameplay, right?
Teleport. No, I mean either team don't walk in there. The teleport in from Taki into the ultimate on the top side.
Ooh.
Black Salt taken low. They find the kill. It's another shutdown for Chilsung. Tendies dives into the backline. He'll eliminate the Lulu from the map. Aikedo taken low, trying to run away, but he'll get kited into oblivion by Pajun. Now Tendies is on the wrong side of the map, trying to kite this one back out. Does he have enough damage? Ooh, almost takes down Double Trouble. He's got the blast cone. Oh, he didn't hit it. Oh.
It's a good look.
Oh, Chilsung?
The Omniv.
Oh!
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well.
The Riftmaker is just making it for Tendies. Holy shit. He actually lived for so long based off of 2 Qs there. Just because of that Omnivamp. Really, really strong. And while all of that's going on, Samso is just going to take a couple plates for himself before they run out on top side.
I thought he had dodged the Malphite ult too. I'm going to be honest. Like, that was just the edge of the Malphite ult that got him. Oh,
yeah.
That would have been...
Would have been a triple kill.
It would have been a triple... It might have been a quadra kill. But Taki's going to find Samso. He's got the Frostfire Gauntlet. But now Black Salt here just to try to help out his ADC. Bear Trap on a rope, not quite going to get the second detonation as Taki gets pulled back in and beat up a little bit by an anchor, but he'll walk out safely.
Yeah, and I'm interested to actually see how this build goes for the Kled. Definitely not the item you're expecting, but does give him some more tankiness than he would usually have and gets the Sheen procs, so...
I wasn't 100% sure on Frostfire Gauntlet. I'm glad I at least got that right. You have the Chem Tank as well for the Rammus. Double Trouble, you know, gonna eat some shurikens for his trouble as Chilsung's here. Trying to turn this one back around. They don't have the Malphite ult, so they just don't have that pure burst damage. It's just gonna be the trade, it looks like, as Taki looking for the gank in mid. Black Salt in a little bit of trouble. Not able to get that anchor, gets polymorph, still has flash available, bullet time ripping through as Aikedo dives through. They'll find the kill on Taang, and Taki will get dismounted as well. Follow through with the Cinder ult, not quite enough damage there from X-Craze. No finish.
Yeah, but that is going to mean that RTM should get Dragon for those trades. Rammus is still alive here, so we could see something like a steal, but I think they're just going to give it up.
Rammus is kind of a hard character to steal with, honestly. Like, you can flash in, but then you're just in, or you can powerball around, and that's pretty like. Yeah,
it's telegraphed for sure, but you never know.
I mean, the whole champion's kind of telegraphed, but that's kind of the beauty of it.
Easy to play, easy to know what's going on.
Yeah. Immortal Shield Bow finished up for Pajun. Let's see. Some egg-looking item for Lulu. Vandal Glass Mirror. Oh, that's not a full item. Okay.
Yeah, that's part of what is that? Yeah, relearning item names is probably the hardest part.
Especially in roles that I haven't played. Like, while I'm playing, I'll internalize it. But yeah, this is gonna be a scrap. Malphite ult popped. They're going to take down Tendies. Aikedo still staying alive, but forced to use the ultimate away. So good pick. for YoRongRong, and they're maybe looking for top lane. Ramus is headed in with the Powerball, trying to find... I think they know Samso's in the area. That would be the ideal target, but instead just going to buy some time and distance, and they'll pick up their first tower of the game. But lose their second one in the process.
Yeah. Trade of towers there. They do get the kill onto the Fedakali, so should give them some time to do some stuff, but see Ramus.
Yeah, they'll walk in, get the taunt into the Ash Arrow onto X-Craze, but Pajun just
boy.
pays for it. The return damage from X-Craze. Now kiting away, trying to stay away from Chillsung. These foursome doesn't really do damage here for YoRongRong. They'll find Aikedo with a couple of extra slaps from Taki, but Tendies has been able to rejoin. He's got the second part of his ult. Can he go in for the execution? He gets taunted immediately. Chillsung goes down, finds the damage, just chunks through Ong. A lot of kills going to Samso and X-Craze there, and ROTM now has the run of the map.
Yeah, and X-Craze actually played that fight really well, getting taunted and then arrowed right at the start. Was able to actually pick up a kill while flashing out and protecting himself, and then just stayed right on the edge of the damage threats and was able to survive with a well-timed E while Kled engaged on. So good start to the fight there for X-Craze, and then his team backed him up and was able to clean up the rest of the members there.
Is that a Tiamat? What is this? It is a Tiamat. Okay.
Yep. The first real damage item for Kled there. At least give them some more pushing power. You get some with the Iceborne, because I think you still get the slows passive on that, but...
Yeah, have to hover over some of these items to see what they do. But yeah, Divine Sunderer picked up for Aikedo. That I'm assuming you just activate and wallop somebody for their max health. I don't... Is this the one that slows? It's not. It's a big ol' Sheen proc. If the target is a champion,
a surrender. Yeah, it's basically a fat Sheen proc where you get max health damage. But sometimes, it works on towers for now, for like today and tomorrow.
Zooms you. Okay. So Ramus's item is basically Old Righteous Glory. Okay.
Yep. Essentially the same.
Item learning time with Maris. X-Craze is going to get spotted here. He takes down the turret, but will eat a bunch of tanks to the face and go down. Aikedo trying to shade up that way. Ashura comes through. It's going to land onto Black Salt. They're trying to chase down the Hecarim, but they're going to have to settle for Nautilus instead. Double Trouble's on a rampage on the Shard of the Monolith, so...
I'll have to see if they're able to actually pick up this Rift Herald. Baron is spawning soon. It's going to have to be quick.
Yeah, they're getting through it all right. One more eye? Nope. Oh, they did.
Oh, they got it.
Wait, that died.
I think the eye popped at the same time someone hit it, and it just happened to do the rest of its HP. I thought it also despawned, but we'll see. I think this would be a game. I really like, again, the Leandri's pickup for the Syndra with these really high HP targets out of the top side. I wonder if we'll get to see the other HP item built for the Akali. That might make some sense here. I think finishing the Zhonya's would also be pretty good itemization wise. Be able to survive some of the engage, or go in yourself and wait for your team to back you up.
Oh, that's what Void Staff looks like now? Okay, well.
Yep.
Huh. I mean, I guess that technically looks like a staff with a void on it, so sure, why not? Double Trouble's gonna get stunned to start this one off. They're looking for this big front-to-back engage. They don't have the Kled ult available or the Ashe ult, so right now it's just going to be Chillsung over the wall, and he's a little bit too slow, and this is the issue we were talking about with Ramus earlier, as Samso takes him down. Black Salt not quite able to find the hook. Aikedo doesn't find home with the Onslaught of Shadows either. This doesn't look like the best engage. Black Salt going to eat an Ash Arrow. Man, does he just have a lot of tenacity? That didn't look like it even phased him. He stopped
also
for a
it's pretty short range,
away.
so he's got the Merc Treads, and maybe has some in his runes as well. So that coupled with the short range arrow probably helped him out there. But if you're YRR and you really want to fight that dragon, even though you don't have the Kled R, you have the tools to do it. You've got Rammus that can run in there with the Chem Tank. You've got the Malphite ult up. You've got the Ashe arrow up. There are ways to get into that pit and make some space for yourselves if you wanted to fight that. But just decided to let them have it. That does put RTM on Soul Point here. So with the 6,000k gold lead, RTM in a really good spot. Oh, 6,000k. 6k. Thank you. 6,000k penny. You didn't let me finish.
Oh, yeah.
Put that in bronze pieces, okay?
Yeah, for sure. You got like a big old bag you want me to put them in?
Yeah, it's really heavy.
That's Kato's training backpack, honestly. It just full of those bronze pieces.
Can't wait till Riot introduces you have to like carry how many gold pieces you have so your move speed goes down.
Ooh, that's immersion, honestly.
It really is.
Gotta get your upload.
Right.
You can buy like extra storage slots in the shop.
Pay to win. Pay to win. They combine the RPG elements with the MOBA. It'll be great.
Yeah, this is kind of. I don't know exactly what's going on in this game. It's kind of set up for a 4-1 for RTM, but they're not 4-1-ing. They're also not 1-3-1-ing. They're just kind of lazily shoving lanes and getting picked, as we're kind of seeing that Astro still not doing a whole lot to Black Salt, but they're going to try to track down Aiketo. They burn a lot of ultimates onto X-Craze. He'll get popped back up. The MF from the top. Samso's just chunking through. He'll find the kill on to Lulu. Somehow X-Craze is still alive at the back of this as Tendies is able to join. He'll find that kill. Now Aiketo looking for the re-engage. They'll find Taki now trying to dismount him, but it's not quite enough damage. But everybody lived through all of that engage. There just wasn't enough damage to actually finish off X-Craze or Black Salt. And so it's 2 kills for ROTM.
I mean, you see what YRR's comp wants to do. They want to engage, and they did hit the engages they do. But I think with like Kled having these tank items as one of your engagers, he's not able to do any damage. So you're pretty much leaving it up to Ashe to do all of your damage. And she's kind of far behind, and if she gets zoned from the fight by Akali or Syndra or really anyone else, it's just a easy pickup for Return of the Middle Sticks.
Yeah, I think the other issue is that you have to have like Malphite and Rammus on the same target so that they can microwave whoever it is together.
Microwave.
But they were a little bit separated. Chilsung was on Black Salt for most of the fight, whereas Double Trouble flew into backline, went on to X-Craze. They didn't quite have that damage to finish microwaving him, and he got, just limped away with a little bit of health and then was able to help turn that back around.
Yeah, and at the back of that fight, that is going to be the Baron for Return of the Middle Sticks. They should be able to get quite a bit with this because they are quite ahead. And with the Soul Point spawning, they should be able to just press out the lanes and get this dragon for free.
All right, so there's an item I know I can talk about. There's a Thornmail finished up for Chilsung. And
we know what that does.
Like, I appreciate the anti-healing onto Tendies, but I just don't think that you need a full armor item against the only AD damage really being Misfortune. Anyway, yeah, fight's going to break out. Tendies dives into the backline. Look at this engage from ROTM. Now all of the buttons going to get pressed onto Tendies, but he still has Zanya's available. Pujun somehow gets abandoned by the rest of his team. Leave the AD carry behind. It's a double kill for Samso as everything falls apart for YRR. Triple kill for Samso, and they'll root him out of the teleport to finish that one off. It's the full house for Samso and Aiketo, and the push in through bottom lane. They should be able to end or get very close to it.
Yeah, and it looks like actually we're going to see a surrender come out. A well-played game from YRR. Was able to find some interesting engages with the Kled-Rs and with the Malphite-Rs, but just fell too far behind in their damage areas and weren't able to finish out the game. So Return to the Middle Sticks takes the whole series 2-0.
Yeah, and that last fight just kind of I think kind of typifies the problem. Typify, is that even a word? I don't know.
Antithesis.
It it shows YR's problems. Just when they got engaged on, there's nothing that they can do, even with all these beef boys, to try to save their 80 carry who's supposed to be doing all of their damage, and they kind of abandon him and just there's no damage that can happen. But
Right.
yeah, we're gonna take a short break, and when we come back, we're gonna have game one from the Turkey Bowl. Yeah, Turkey.
Yeah. Do we have recordings of that game, or are we doing?
I got VODs.
All right, hit me.
Uh, I don't know how many I want to do, but I need to try to get through what game 3 of the other thing by tomorrow. Maybe 3 tonight.
Yeah.
Downloads this one.
I mean, we still have the VODs, so we could record them if we needed to. But
Yeah, but that's like more time that
Right.
we're already spending a lot of time doing. Alright, there's your copy, and I need to get my copy. Oh, they renamed. Oh. I don't want to spoil anything. By saying what I wanted to say. They renamed an item for no reason.
Where it is? All right, we're pulling it up.
Alright. Oh, I forgot Joey changed his name to this. Oh, man.
Oh, no. What is the name?
It's Ari sit on me face.
Sit on B face. Nice.
Yeah.
Gotta go for the sea shanty version of that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder if Mai was taken. I could see that being a thing in the league community.
Yeah, so I had to change it to me. I think we'll just call him Joey. Mostly because that's a log name, not because...
All right, I'm set up.
Okay. So welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, round one of the Turkey Bowl. This was the Get Wrecked tournament that also ran last night. This is the second of our 3 chronological thing. We're going in reverse chronological order, but we're also starting from the beginning of each of them. So, yeah, we'll try to keep up with everything, I guess. I think I'm actually missing a game from this. It's kind of weird. Yeah. I only have 4 games, and there were 5 that
Uh
were played. Oh well, whatever. Maybe one was
Here we
a
are.
forfeit. I'm not sure.
Could be.
We'll find out later. This was the first one, though. Yeah. If you're ready, I guess we'll go ahead and start.
I am ready. What is the enemy team, by the way?
They're not last place. NLP.
Not last place. I thought from your graphic it said nip, so I just assumed with
No,
Ari sit
that.
on my face and nip, we were off to the races over here.
No, you played 4. The bracket says 5. I literally have the bracket pulled up. Maybe I can't count, but that's 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it is 4. Okay, I just can't count. Cool, excellent. Now that we got that taken care of, yeah, we'll start it. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Do you want to do our voice? I guess.
Yeah. So on the blue side, return the middle sticks. In top lane, we have Cardinals 29 on Camille. We have Ari sit on my face on the Amumu in jungle. We've got Atso on the Fizz in mid lane. We've got Karasuda on his patent pending Callista. And then we've got Dyslexic on Leona.
Yeah. When I was loading into the game, it says Karsuda purchased Callista's Black Spear. It used to just be the Black Spear, and now it's Callista's Black Spear specifically.
Interesting.
No one else can have it. Not Silas. Nobody.
No
anyway,
one.
top side of the rift, wearing the red health bars for this game, will be not last place, aka Land Snack. In the top lane, Iron Man Fan 34 playing Gnar, Echoed Voice in the jungle playing Poppy, Tall X Guy in mid playing Vladimir, and DATV and Gara of the Sand in the bottom lane playing Samira Pantheon, which is actually just a super fun lane. Would recommend.
Well, maybe not to play against, but
oh, definitely
to
not
play.
To play against, but yeah, to play for sure.
Yeah, that seems like a really good combo. I'm already not looking forward to what that combo is going to do in bot lane, but we'll have to see how it plays out.
Maybe it's worse with preseason items, but like end of last season, that was quite a combo. But we'll see how it all plays out for him. Most interesting to note is that Joey has the Sad Mummy, and also that is on ROTM, and there's no Shard of the Monolith to contest, so I think this is just a free game, honestly.
It must be. We are seeing some of the premier picks that have come out during the preseason with the Samira in bot lane, and then you've got the Amumu in jungle for Return to the Middle Sticks, so we'll have to see how these matchups end up going, but looks like so far RTM's got the minion advantage in bot lane.
Yeah, I love that the premier picks for preseason are Samira, the new flashy does everything champion, and Amumu, the oldest fucking champion in the game that doesn't like.
Yep. It's the matchup of new versus old here. We'll see which Riot wins out. 2010 Riot or 2020 Riot.
Also, a little bit of manners there from Karsuda and Dyslexic. Hit level 2 and just stand in front of the minion wave, so DATV and Gara cannot contest it until they hit level 2 themselves. Now can walk up. Anyway, what's disgusting about this Pantheon Samira lane is the point-and-click CC into the point-and-click CC into the point-and-click CC. And then you're dead.
With the Ignite and the...
Yeah. Joey's here. Oh, ooh. Not quite able to hit that bandage toss. Ozo still wants it. I don't think he wants it this bad. All right, well, he's fine.
Hey, limit testing. That's what tournaments are for.
Yeah, for sure.
Didn't die. It was fine.
Yeah, he's also got the refillable potion, and Vlad doesn't. That didn't get properly juggled by DATV, just trying to kite one back out. Dyslexic just going to fall. The level 3's hit by DATV and Gara the Sand, and the damage that comes through is spectacular. It's a double kill for DATV on the Samira.
And we're seeing just how potent that combo is. Leona starts it off, but after she goes in, realizes, oh, I don't really want much part of this, and ends up dying to the Samira Pantheon combo.
Yeah, it wasn't even executed like 100% crisp. Like, didn't get the juggle on the initial engage, and
Right.
still able to tear through. Just disgusting. And now has the Noon Quiver compared to Boots for Karasuda, which Boots very good on Callista, but not quite as good as a Noon Quiver.
Yeah. A little bit of an item disadvantage, and what's really sad is that wave crashed, so they're going to be pushing back towards the Samira Pantheon without summoners, and you just got to feel real bad if you're in that spot. So we'll have to see how they mitigate that, if at all. And
Is
we've
there?
got
Oh, Joey's gonna hit the bandage toss onto Iron Man Fan, forces the hop away into the hook shot. Wallop comes through as the Meganar just in time for Iron Man Fan. They're not quite gonna be able to finish him off now. Echoed Voice looking for it, throws the buckler, but not able to get the shield. As yeah, Otso kind of experiencing the Vladimir Fizz matchup. Not super fun for Fizz early on, but can be all right later. Is there like lore behind the items? Like, what is a Noon Quiver?
I don't know. I've never been a big lore person anyway. So unless somebody like shoves lore into my face, I am not gonna know it. So like I know random facts like, you know, Ashe and Tryndamere are married, but other than that, it's like not really something I follow much. So couldn't tell you.
Good pull timing there from Tall Guy. He's taking pretty good trades. I just didn't know what separated like a Noon Quiver from like a nighttime quiver, or like what is the significance of the time of day in this?
I don't know. Maybe you build it on Jin, and you get the high noon animation, and you're living life large. Maybe you get some synergy innately.
Oh, maybe. It's like those dumb they've been, I think, slowly removing them from the game, but like, if you had Leona on your team, your Zyra plants would have +1 HP because of the sunlight. Like,
oh, right.
There were a lot of dumb little interactions like that I think they've been removing. But
I just want to see someone die to Samira's taunt. That's all I really want.
yeah, I still haven't seen that. People were hyping it up, but
Well, I mean, it's kind of hype because you get a stack of it off, but I don't know if I've ever seen it used in a competitive match. You're also giving 1 gold to your opponent, so like.
I don't even think I've seen it just in like a normal, like I haven't seen anyone get that stack and have it actually, like I want to see that highlight, that montage.
Right.
You would think with all the YouTubers out there, we'd see at least one of those somewhere. But I just
With the amount of Reddit clips I see a day, it's kind of surprising you don't see a more Samira one.
So I mean, you could kill with like Leandries or a different proc on it potentially, but yeah, with HP regen you can't do it. I don't care about seeing it kill. I want to see it just like get the stack and then being used for the ult. I haven't even seen that. I haven't seen the BM. I want to see it. Yeah, Card's in a little bit of trouble there. Gonna go ahead and walk it on out though, away from Boomerang Boy.
I do want to say the Halo Blades choice on the Poppy Jungle is pretty interesting. I think most people go for the Electrocute on Poppy Jungle because you get it off pretty easily, but
yeah, Electrocute or
definitely a different choice.
Oh, the melee range Shark is an interesting choice. Zotza pulls that one out. They'll get the the bandage toss gets the flash out of Tall Guy. They don't quite have enough damage to chew through the Vladimir, and Joey and Otso gonna go ahead and walk away. I like the idea.
Yeah. We are seeing why that matchup is so hard, because as long as Vlad has pool, you just can't ult as Fizz, because he could just pool out of your ult, which is a little sad.
Yeah, and even like that melee range ult just doesn't do that much damage. The Fizz ult actually gains damage and size when it travels distance for people who aren't into the Fizz. Anyway, that actually was quite a bit of damage from Echoed Voice. I thought that Cardinals might be able to walk that one out with his flash, but instead he just dies after getting pinned into the wall. So 3 kills for not last place, but Dragon going to be started up. Gonna be spotted though. He'll go on to Gara the Sand. Bandage Shot's not quite going to connect. Curse of the Sad Mummy blown as Karsuda able to try to collapse. Gara getting some spears in him, but not quite in range for the Rend. And the Crimson Inferno? Crimson Trigger? Trigger Inferno.
Yes.
I'm looking it up. Inferno Trigger. I said everything correctly, but in the wrong order. From Samira. Now 3-0 on the Samira. On a champion that snowballs super hard, and the Dragon potentially going over to NLP as well. This is a really rough start for the boys.
Yeah, I haven't been able to pick up a kill yet. Not really behind in 2 lanes in farm, and then even in top lane pretty much. This is not going so well for Return of the Metal Sticks here.
Ooh, what is this item? What is Hearthbound Axe? Attacking a unit grants 20. It's a phage with attack speed.
Yes.
Okay.
Essentially, you don't get health anymore. You get attack speed.
I like the icon. Like most of them, I've been pretty meh about. Can't tell what it is. That one looks like a pretty cool looking axe. I'll take that one.
Yeah, I have to say I'm glad that they decided to update things like the Abyssal Mask. Well, that just looked kind of bad after they reworked all the items.
Yeah.
But they gave a little icon.
Ooh, Hextech Ultimatum coming through. Cardinals needs the hook shot. There he has it, and the flash not going to matter as Cardinals finds the solo kill in top lane and gets RTM on the board.
Yeah, that's a nice find there. Getting the solo kill onto the Gnar. It's able to kind of get some stuff back. And did he DC?
What?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. He tried to Q first rather than E. That was kind of weird. So you can E out of Poppy...
W?
W. I was trying to think of the name of it. It's Steadfast Presence.
Yeah, there you go.
But you can't Q because it's a dash. Oh, he goes in, gets
nice.
a chunk of damage. The
You should
burn.
kill him.
Oh, gets the trade. All right. That's pretty.
That's actually not too bad there. I think Vlad still comes out ahead because he got that wave in, so Otso's gonna lose a little bit of farm here, but.
Yeah, Echoed Voice in a lot of trouble. The flash forward for Cardinals for the second part of the Precision Protocol. Is this Tendies? Are we seeing Tendies gameplay again? But Cardinals finds the second kill.
Yeah, I mean, Camille is a pretty strong champion overall in the meta. Went from being at the end of the regular season being strong to still being strong. So definitely has a champion advantage and is able to pick up a second solo kill for himself. So they've got some gold now on some good targets. So maybe they'll be able to play around this top side. I think that's a good win condition, especially you probably want to avoid the Samira at all costs. If you're a jungler, I don't even know if you can 3v2 this lane. Because if she gets that ult off, she's just going to shred all 3 of you. So.
In regards to the champion difference, there's 4 things I know about Iron Man Fan. He plays Gnar, he plays Yorick, he plays Urgot, and he buys Cull. This game, not getting the Cull. Is Cull still an item, or did it die?
It is, but he went longsword triple pot to start the game.
Oh yeah, that's what he does. He's forsaken the way of the Cull in the past year, and now he goes longsword and 3 pots every game for some reason. Anyway, I really like Iron Man Fan. What a great, like, no memes. You can have such a specific niche, even in a gold league. They're trying to turn this one back around. They're doing a successful job of it. Cardinals finds the kill and the killing spree. I don't think they can overextend too much, though, because Tall Guy's here. Joey in a little bit of trouble. He goes into bandage tosses. Otso finally able to collapse. Hits the shark. They'll find the trade kill. And Tall Guy in trouble as well. But he gets the zoomy through. Has the heal from the Hemo Plague. Can Otso track him down? He's on the hunt. Has the E. Doesn't get the damage from it. Q's through. Hits the Sea Stone Trident. Burning him through. A couple more autos. But the heal from the third Q from Vlad will get him out to safety.
Yeah, and I do like what Return of the Metal Sticks is doing here, playing around their strong member in the Camille. He's able to pick up another kill onto that Camille, and in the end, trading pretty evenly there. So keep playing around the strong lanes. I think that's a good way to claw their way back, and now they're only at a 1k deficit there.
The gray health they added for Redemption Karma looks super weird in Spectate. I can't see it regardless, so you'll have to let me know. in the regular game, it just looks like health, and I
Yep.
can't. And then in spectate, I also can't see it. But it's
Do
the
you think they
opposite way.
change it for colorblind mode? Like, do you have colorblind mode on?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I have it on, but I find it pretty easy to see people's health. I don't know if it's just me or what.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We
I
have the
played a
big,
lot of ARAMs, so maybe I'm just used to seeing people's health because the health packs on ARAM now do the same thing.
yeah. I just can't. I can't see the difference, honestly. It's like Tom Kench. Tom Kench's health is just a mystery to me at all points. I have to left click on him. I have to use that bit of APM. Anyway, they're going to engage. They throw his legs
Ooh.
again. Big triple knockup off of the Fates Call. Cardinals is here to try to collapse. 1-for-1 so far. DATV hits the Inferno trigger, but he'll fall in the process. Gara's taken low as well. Another big shutdown. Iron Man fan, pretty healthy, comes in. Oh, doesn't get in the mega. Triple kill for Karasuda as they jump onto Tall Guy, and they'll finish off the Bud Light ace. Really well played by ROTM in that fight.
Yeah, Return of the Middle Six is able to just engage before not last place is able to get everything set up there. And even though Samira started to get her ultimate off, they were able to kill her fast enough that she wasn't able to do a lot of damage. And Return of the Middle Sticks gets that shutdown onto Cardinals as well. So really, really good. And they should pick up this mid tower and the dragon and all those kills. So big gold swing here for Return of the Middle Six.
Yeah, just huge to be able to grab that fight. They grab a bunch of shutdowns, and now Shelly charging through mid. That's, you know, it was looking a little bit grim, but we hadn't seen that big fight. Now that we have, it doesn't look grim anymore. It looks pretty good. Trinity Force for Echoed Voice. That's an interesting decision.
Yeah.
That doesn't
I mean,
synergize super well with Hob, I would imagine, but yeah.
I'm not sure what you'd build because you usually go more damage on Poppy jungle, like you get one jungle item or damage item and then go full tank. But I feel like Aegis is just a really solid item if you're gonna go mostly tank anyway.
Ooh, that was a nice little dash there from DATV to avoid the solar flare. Joey was, you know, hanging out in the wings. That would have been a big CC chain. But really nicely done by the Samira. I had something I was going to say, and I forgot it.
We are gonna see the other side of the items for Camille. Cardinals opting to go for the Trinity Force instead of the Divine Sunder that we saw Tendies pick up last game. I don't think it's bad either way. You get a lot of move speed from the Trinity Force now, which is pretty nice. And kite fights a lot easier, catch up to people that you usually wouldn't be able to before. So it's pretty nice.
Was just checking. That's the Hextech rocket belt for Vlad, which is no longer. I guess it's no longer the prototype. It's now the full rocket belt. So that's kind of neat.
Yeah, they were
That's the
developing
lore.
it in
Yeah.
season 10, and now got the full item in season 11.
Echoed Voices here. Ooh, didn't quite get the pin. That was kind of strange. Gar the Sand looking for this one. Do they have the damage they do to finish off Karasuda, and Dyslexic in trouble as well? Gets the big flash over the thick wall, so that's pretty impressive. But
I do have to say the Poppy pick is pretty big here for not last place. Every single character on Return of the Middle Six, she can stop something, which is just really good value.
oh, Shark doesn't quite connect onto Tall Guy. Still gonna get the trade.
Ignite a little early.
Hey, it prevents the extra healing. It's all about sending
True.
that message. Turret going to be picked up in the bottom lane for DATV and Gara, so they're on the board that way. And gold is even, completely even, with 2 minutes to go on our next objective. Joey looking for it in top lane. Just no fuss about that one. Finds the bandage toss, and Cardinals able to take down Iron Man fan before the transform.
Yeah, Joey's got his Aegis. He doesn't really need to care about that anymore, and I think might be a little bit early of a Rift Herald, but they're going to get the tower before he's able to headbutt, so no loss of damage there, and should get quite a bit on the second tower.
Yeah, and with Otso roaming up as well, they're going to try to defend this Rift Herald for a second. Echoed Voice and Tall Guy here, along with the ATV, call in the Pantheon as well, as Joey basically just sacrificing himself, trying to run away, grabs all the attention. They will finish him off, but you know, not the worst idea. Oh, that's what I was gonna add. Have they said why they changed the color of the Krugs? Like, why are they Prestige Edition now?
I mean, they changed how the gold. Like, my thought process, I don't know why, but my thought process is the lower ones are worth more gold, so they just stay golden until you get to the lower little morsels of the 12 gold tiny ones, you know? But that's just a tale I like to tell myself instead of anything I've heard from Riot.
They're worth more money, so they're gold. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that it's actually worth more gold. Oh, they are.
No,
okay,
they're strictly worth more gold. I knew that one, and now they're Prestige
I thought they just redistributed what it was, but Aikedo tells me differently, so I will believe him. He played significantly more hours than I have just in one day yesterday, so.
Yeah, no, the jungle camps, like last season, it was all about Legromp and the Wolves, were all of your gold and XP, basically. And then they rebalanced it so that now the other side is worth more, if I'm remembering correctly.
Okay.
I don't know why, but they did it.
And here we are.
And here we are. Welcome.
It's season 11.
It's not quite season. It's still pre-season 11. It doesn't even have a cool, like, last was season 10, Rise of the Elements, and this is season 11, Boris, the shopkeep.
Boris's revenge. What is? Cardinals doing a good job of splitting the map here, getting a lot of pressure down.
The shark comes through on to Samir. They're trying to chase down DATV. Otso's just in over the wall. Cardinals finds the kill. He's dominating as Otso gets onto DATV in the backline. Blew everything as Tall Guy swoops into the fight from the backside. Doesn't quite have enough damage to finish anybody off. It's a double kill for Karasuda and 4 kills overall for RTM. And now they'll turn back to the Dragon.
And this is almost a deja vu there. Same spot. ROTM picks up 4 members, not the full 5, but they're going to get a Dragon and probably another mid tower here since Camille goes to go push that lane. So, again, ROTM and the Amumu ult in those chokes just too strong.
Yeah, and I also really liked Otso just kind of flying through the fight on the Fizz, staying on DATV after hitting him with that initial shark. I thought that was really well done by him. So just a great fight front to back.
Yeah, and after kind of a slow early game here, Return of the Middle Six is able to pick up their advantage on that first Dragon fight and has just not let go since. So really good stuff by them.
Oh, they're going to take the Pantheon ult onto Karasuda. They're going to find the pick onto the Callista potentially. Not quite the right direction on that shield, but not going to matter as last auto from Iron Man fans there.
Yeah, not much you're going to be able to do there. No turret, and yeah, they can just chase you away. No flash either or heal, so good pickup there. Able to catch Karasuda out. It is.
That's a really weird icon for that. That's not what when I saw the old Hurricane icon, that's not what I would think that it would look like in full HD, but I guess here we are. And then there's items like the Immortal Shield Bow. I actually just can't fucking tell what that is. It's just, yeah. Anyway.
I have to say the Berserker Greaves are like one of the only icons that I don't love. They look like they're out of like the first renditions of the game. Like you know the old like Flash icon? That's what it reminds me of.
Otso in trouble though. He's getting collapsed on by 3. Do they actually have the CC? They do, as Gara the Sand gets the shutdown.
Yeah.
Solar Flare. Do they actually have the damage here? Karasuda's a little late to the party. Cardinals is trying to collapse in from the bottom river. Oh, a big Curse of the Sad Mummy. Do they actually have it? They do. Joey finds 1 kill. Tall Guy in trouble, and he'll go down as the second one in the fight. They'll throw in Dyslexic as well as he's on to Gara the Sand. Big Steadfast Presence, but it's not going to matter as they'll get rended down. 3 kills for RTM.
Yeah, and they're probably just going to look right onto the Baron here. Amumu doing Baron super, super fast. Doesn't quite have his second item that burns health, but Camille's going to jump onto the pop here.
Oh,
ooh.
Dyslexic gets him with the Zenith Blade. That was kind of funny. But yeah, Amumu just... I go back to
It's
the microwaves, but yeah, that's what Sunfire Cape does now. Ramps up that damage.
it's
just
kind of
microwaves
crazy
Baron.
just to see how much damage, even without the percent health burn of that second item, Amumu's able to do. Just because you get the true damage, you get the Sunfire, it's just a lot of damage.
Yeah. I saw this meme. I keep referencing it basically, but I don't know how well like orally depicted memes go, but we're gonna do it anyway. The top part is is people laughing, about this going to be a AD assassin meta because of the items, and then the bottom part is me and the boys microwaving Baron, and yeah, and there's 4 people with
Microwave.
Bobby sitting. Yeah,
That must have been what they were trying to do last game, is they got all the Bomby Cinders, but they just weren't able to microwave good enough. Not enough wattage.
yeah. Echoed voice. Oh,
Ooh, nice dodge there.
yeah, nice dash through by Otso. He'll find 1 kill onto the Poppy, and Gar the Sand gonna fall as well. DATV looking for Karasuda. They're trying to jump onto him. Really nice how he got over that little wall. I guess that's what a couple million mastery of Callisto will do for you. Somewhere in the back, DATV just kills Otso. We won't get to see that, but I didn't want to anyway, so that's fine. And looks like he'll just take a ward and maybe be able to go back home.
Yeah, and RTM still has the Baron, and Camille's just free pushing up here while they fought that 4v5 on bot side. It's really tragic for not last place. Had a good early game, but just hasn't been able to do anything around the Samira with all their CC able to kind of easily shut her down. So two inhibs here for sure for Return of the Middle Sticks, and they're in a really good spot.
Ooh, Immortal Shield Bow into Infinity Edge. That's kind of interesting. Oh, are these pants? Is there a pants item? There is. Winged Moonplay. They added a pants item to League of Legends. The game is complete now. Also, they didn't update Sterix at all. That's just the same icon.
It is the same icon. So is Black Cleaver.
Excuse me? That is... Oh, they got rid of the? Oh, this is a travesty. It's been the Black Cleaver the whole time. I don't know why they got rid of that.
Okay.
That's a fair
Goodbye.
fight, by the way. Camille on an 80 carry at this point in the game. Yeah, I guess they were trying to contest this dragon, but they really don't need to, and also they're dead, so...
And also they can't.
Yeah, Hemoplague gonna scare him off. Echoed Voice is down 4 levels, just the casual 4-level difference. Oh my god.
Camille scaling is really, really cool.
Yeah,
But also up a lot, so this is more than just scaling. It's just being really ahead.
yeah. Being 8-1 and 7 will do that for you every once in a while. So another tower for RTM. They got that 3rd dragon as well. In 4 minutes, if the game lasts that long, they'll get a nice shield. So that's pretty cool. Oh, the Solar Flare connects onto the ATV, and that's a dead Samira. Immediately followed up by the boys. Joey will find another kill as they dive on through. Tall guy is alive, surprisingly, and now he isn't.
Wow.
Carson is on a rampage, and
blinked.
yeah. Joey forced to flash away. That was the only drama left in the game. Does this die to the tower? He does. Little unfortunate there, but turrets and the gate. Oh, well, you know.
Hey, it was an execute, so it's fine. Right?
Yeah, maybe they can't end now. That's a pretty big shutdown. Karasuda trying to 1v2. He can't hop right now inside the Poppy thing, which is super unfortunate, and everybody's respawned. That was a really weird interaction, too. The Gnar into the juggle just meant that Karasuda didn't move.
Yeah, you just get knocked up, and it's like the Yasuo ults where you just stop all of the actual CC coming through, but not quite as good. Still works out, though. Get the shutdowns. I don't know if that'll matter much because they have 3 inhibs down, but they are going to get pretty farmed off this. But you just kind of have to sit in your base and hope and pray that Return of the Middle Sticks doesn't just group and end. So
Yeah. Also feels kind of weird that there's just no Mythic for Iron Man fan or Gara.
yeah, I'm trying to think what you'd be best on Gnar.
Like, honestly, Triforce doesn't sound terrible, or Divine Sunrare. If
Right.
you're going like damage, if you're going tanky, I don't know what
I
doesn't
mean,
have
probably
mana.
ages, right? Like,
Yeah, Ages. I could see Chemtech maybe would be meme.
hmm
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Maybe just go Rocket Belt just for fun. Why not?
They do have good AP scaling on Gnarlts, so it's like 1.0, isn't it? Pretty sure.
I can't say that I know AP NAR scalings. I know that they made them at one
And
point so that you could maybe build Nashers as like a situational item, but then nobody did.
Vlad is.
Yeah, Vlad's just
Oof.
dead. This game is just over, whether they want to admit it or not.
Yeah, and this is the problem: is Return of the Bell 6 is so far ahead at this point that they could just group and end the game.
Yeah, and if for some reason this doesn't work, they can go get Baron and come back and do it again. But they're going to find Iron Man Fan for their 30th kill of the game, and the Nexus will be number 31.
Yeah, and after a pretty scary early game with the Pantheon Samira combo getting ahead, Cardinals 29 able to kind of stabilize in that top lane and carry the team into the mid game and was able to recover with some good dragon fights. So RTM winning the first game.
Yeah, winning the first game, on to winners round 2. So we'll be right back with that game in just a second. I feel like I need like a turkey gif for this, but didn't plan ahead enough.
Can we get a crow cosplaying as a turkey? I'm sure that's a really
Yeah,
easy to
just
find GIF.
should be no problem at all. What are these names? Oh no. Alright, well. Oh, these boys are gonna go microwave some Baron. Hell yeah. Is this who this is? Yeah, I guess so. Alright.
Or microwaving. Oh, we're mega microwaving.
Yeah, we got 4 tanks. You know it was
We've
better
got
than that.
so many microwaves.
You know it was better than that 3 tank comp that YRR ran? 4 tanks.
Oh boy.
Go for the SpongeBob reference. You know it's better than 23.
24.
Yeah. Welcome to late night casting, by the way. Late night. Kind of.
Yeah, right. Late night for Maris.
It's 7. It's almost bedtime, boys. Sometimes you just get up at 4 a.m. and this is what happens. Alright, who are these guys? They're the mantis shrimp.
Mantis shrimp.
Shrimp. They're gonna be pink. Because that's the color of shrimp. Not mantis shrimp, though. They're like translucent. They're really cool. They're also terrifying.
A lot of sea creatures that are kind of terrifying.
If I'm not mistaken, mantis shrimp are the ones, they have like jets inside their claws that they use to hunt people, and they like shoot pressurized air out of their hands.
They like punch you really hard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like
No fun.
super vicious too. Yeah.
They will break your bones.
Alright, I've got the game loaded if you're ready.
I like the color on the shrimp, by the way. All right, let's do this. I'm ready.
I mean, honestly, I'm just going off of what it says. I can't see too much about that color. Like, these colors are functionally similar to me.
I mean,
For RTM and shrimp.
I guess my color blindness just isn't as bad because
Like, shrimps
looks
is
pink to
maybe
me.
a little bit purple.
Mhm.
and our team's is not, and that's about the differentiation I have.
There you go.
Anyway, yeah, if you're ready,
I
uh,
am ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Which terrible name set do you want? Who do you want?
You know, I'm just gonna stay over here with my Return of the Middle Sticks boys.
Okay.
We got Cardinals in top lane on the Kale. We've got the run back of the Sad Mummy, Amumu, in the jungle for Joey. Otso on the Fizz in mid lane, another run back on ADC, Karasuda with his Callista, and Dyslexic pulling out a new champ with the Thresh.
And we have invades on the opposite side of the map. Ships passing in the night. So on the other side of the map, we have the Mantis Shrimp in the top lane. Team Minich on the Shard of the Monolith. Is that right? Yeah.
Yep, you got it.
All right. Grey Pride on the Madman of Zon. Hung like Hecarim on Void Daddy, I'm pretty sure is his name. Luis R3, and that's Nutty Bro playing Sivir and the Unchained.
Yeah, so I think the Kale pick here, it's actually kind of good into triple tank here. Should get a pretty free lane into the Malphite. And then you've just got all this AP topside that Malphite doesn't really build for. So we'll have to see. There's some innate tank shred from the Amumu as well, because he does go that Hell Shred item second. I cannot, for the life of me, remember the name of.
Demonic Embrace.
There it is. Having 2 HP shred items, just my little brain can't take it.
Yeah. Oh, they swapped. I'll just swap them on the scoreboard just for funsies. Okay. Yeah, these ruptures are pretty annoying. That's the thing that's happening. I had something I wanted to point out, and I can't remember it. Oh, it was the wards. This ward, super good. Really wish that there was one up here. Okay, cool.
Be nice to match it if you're gonna go all that way in, you know.
Yeah, if you're gonna go all that way in, you might as well get that ward so that you know what side. Oh my god, is he just gonna kill him at level 2? That's not a thing Kale's supposed to do. That's illegal.
Yeah, I think Kale's actually a lot better than people give her credit for, especially in the early game. Like, if you get your passive stacked and you're allowed to, you actually do get quite a bit off because you just get a lot of attack speed from your passive. So
Yeah, but like, Cho'Gath shouldn't allow her into melee. I don't know. Anyway.
I mean, level 1, you miss your Q, and then it's just 10 seconds of her just wailing on you.
Yeah, but
I can
why
see
do
that
you have
working.
Q at level 1? Anyway.
It happened. We're here.
Oh.
This is not good for the non-Kale player.
Yeah, man's hung like Hecarim, but his big dick energy just not coming through so far in this game.
Maybe he got slowed by it. Maybe that's why.
Maybe.
You know, it's a disadvantage.
Anyway, Dyslexic and Karasuda playing my favorite lane in the entire game, so that's pretty cool. I really like playing Callista Thresh. And they have the matching skins. Ooh. But they're against kind of like similar color palettes, so that's kind of rough. Big Boomerang Blade through for Luis R. Oh, the hook though from Dyslexic, looking for that re-engage. Karasuda not quite able to find that red. The Ignite ticking down. The flash for the auto attacks from Dyslexic, looking for more. The follow through. The pierce damage not quite enough from Karasuda. Did he run out of mana for the rend, or just not quite off of cooldown?
Maybe it was
yet?
on cooldown. Yep.
I knew he used it earlier, but I thought that was enough time. Anyway.
It's close.
Yeah. Nobody's got summoner spells in this bottom lane, is the long and the short of it.
Yeah, that's just a wild fight for no one to die in. A lot expended there, but pretty fun to watch. That is going to be a pretty good gold lead, I think, though. Or a little bit of a CS lead. I don't know if they got quite that wave under tower, sadly, in bot lane, but Karasuda should have a little bit better of a back because he's able to actually go spend the gold that he got here. So we'll see what he ends up picking.
Double dagger and boots
Pretty good.
compared to double swords. Yeah, it's not terrible.
Slightly better.
Kale's got double dagger. Not boots, though. But just a huge item advantage right now over the Cho'Gath.
Yeah. And
And-
Kale, once she hits that Nashor's Tooth, it just gets so much damage from that. The fact that it gives 100 AP now, you just get a lot from it. You don't get the cooldown anymore, but you don't really need it as Kale.
He's also been so good at... So, normally you need to buy boots in order to dodge Cho'Gath Q, but he's been predicting where the Cho'Gath's going to put it prior to it going down, and he's been able to dodge out of like all but one of them. It's been really nice to see. Cardinals is
Yeah.
basically.
This is where it's going to be kind of scary with the wave pushing away from you. You got Mood on top side, not that he knows that. Good that he got some vision down for himself so that he can try to avoid, but he now hits that 6 and is going to be able to abuse even harder than he already was because he's now switched into his range form.
Ooh, Joey's here looking for it. The hook gets spell shielded away by Luis. That was nicely done by the Sivir, and that's Nutty Bro kind of benefiting from his AD carry outplaying. Cardinals maybe getting in a little bit of trouble. Melee range against Hung Like Hecarim, starting to auto him down, but the minions taking their toll back. And Cho'Gath, oh, the flash forward has the ult, and he gets the solo kill in the top lane.
Yeah, and that's really bad for this Cho'Gath. He's going to lose out on quite a bit of farm there because the wave was just so stacked. Luckily, he does have the TP, so he's able to collect some of it, but already a 20 CS difference in top lane and 2 kills. So Kale is looking really, really good, and Cardinals is just kind of outplaying this Cho'Gath.
Yeah, the Flash Divine Ascension from Cardinals 29 for the kill. Known for his tank gameplay, now showing his stuff on his Camille and Kale so far. And I'm assuming this is what builds into Nashor's now. I mean,
Yes.
It always kind of has, but... what is Nashor's a mythic? Or do you build
It is not a
else?
mythic. It is not a mythic. I don't know if... I'm trying to remember the Kale build off the top of my head, but I don't know if she picks up a mythic item. I think the build is just Nashor's into the Omnivamp Rift Maker
It feels weird.
into like Zonia's.
Immortal Shield Bow sounds okay on it. I know that has some AD in it though, but
Yeah,
something survivable
I think
almost feels
she
really good
just
at the end of
gets
the game.
so much more damage from building AP. Like, it's not bad to go AD, don't get me wrong, but
Riftmaker is mythic. That also makes sense. Nashor,
Yeah.
Riftmaker, Death Cap. Okay, well.
oh, Rift Maker. Okay, I forgot Rift Maker is a mythic item. So
Yeah, Joey gonna get spotted out on this dragon. Grey Pride looking to collapse on him. He's only level 5 though, he can't tank forever. They'll take down Joey initially to start the fight. Dyslexic in a little bit of trouble, but Oso goes all the way through and will assassinate the Dr. Mundo. But it's a double kill on the other side for Team Minich, and Luis finds that one as well. Now, Cardinals is teleported in looking for that last little bit of damage, but not gonna find it onto that's Nutty Bro.
yeah, and what's really sad there is Amumu is kind of gets stun locked and is not able to get his R off. That could have maybe been the difference in the fight, but overall, really good play for Shrimp.
And it feels a little bit bad for our team not to make as big a use of that teleport advantage as maybe they could. Cardinals comes in, but just not able to find a whole lot with it. And instead, Hung Like Hecarim going to get a couple of waves up in that top lane.
Yeah, that'll feel nice for the Cho'Gath. It's going to pick up a plate as well, so finally gets to catch up a little bit. Not a ton, still down those 2 kills, but luckily Otso is going to be here to defend the tower. And we still haven't seen either team really make a play towards this dragon quite yet. 10 minutes almost into the game, and no dragons have gone down so far. So
Yeah, Dyslexic and Joey looking for it. Not going to find the hook onto Team Minich. unknowingly sidestep that one into the wave. Gonna get sharked. This will do quite a bit of damage into the bandage toss. They'll flay him back in. He doesn't have his ult or flash to try to escape, so Team Inich in a lot of trouble. The Playful Trickster, it'll be the shutdown. And they'll burn the Curse of the Sad Mummy onto Grey Pride as well, trying to burn him down through the Sadism, and they will. Otso finds that kill.
Yeah, and that level 6 ultimate just not strong enough for the Mundo to outlast that much damage of 3 people. Really good play there from Return to the Middle Sticks, and able to pick up 2 kills for themselves.
Yeah, and also going to parlay that one into a dragon as well. I mean, why not? Mid-jungle not on the map. They have to maybe burn this down a little faster than they're doing with Grey Pride on the way, but finally get smited away.
Yeah, and that's nice single Drake to pick up there. You get the Ocean Drake, tops you off a little bit, get some of that passive regen. Should be really nice, especially for that Kayle in the top lane, who you expect not to take too much damage.
Yeah, so already a 1,500 gold lead for RTM, getting pinged back as Grey Pride has walked into the river. Spotted on like 3 different wards. This is quite the little vision quadrant there.
This is the kind of the second time today we've seen this Malphite mid. I'm not really sure what the thought process is of why you're going Malphite mid, because there's a lot of matchups it's just not good into in the mid lane. And Fizz is kind of one of those, because you can block a lot of the damage with that E.
Yeah, it's not like a kill lane. It feels like both players can kind of farm in that matchup. Oh, that was a good flay. He flayed him out of the headbutt, and he'll get the ult away from Karasuda. That was so good by Dyslexic.
Yeah, really nice play. That is a really hard timing to hit for sure. So showing some mastery, the champion there is able to neutralize that gank with the Karasuda also ulting him out.
Yeah, I also like what Otso's been doing. He's been going in pretty much on cooldown with the QW, just burning through Team Inich's health. Oh, and he's able to E away from the unstoppable force. A lot of nice little technical plays from ROTM in the last minute or so. That's Nutty Bro just tanking up the tower on this Alistar, the flash away from Dyslexic. Cardinals playing the edge of that. He's just being a super fucking annoying. I was going to come up with some sort of simile, but it just wasn't there. Grey Pride gonna get snared up and taken down, and Joey's 2-1-2 now on the Amumu.
Yeah, and Return to the Middle Six top side just doing super well here. Finally landing something onto the Cardinals. He is human. That is what Cho'Gath has figured out.
Ooh, the second one that could start to be a little bit dangerous. Forced to use the Divine Judgment. Flash over the wall. Not going to find the bandage toss, though. He was expecting Cho'Gath to react and dodge back, but he actually just didn't. He stood there and missed the bandage toss, unfortunately. So, a good idea there from Joey, but not quite the right execution. And he'll still get the Rift Herald for his trouble. That's one of those he outplayed him by just not playing. Like,
yeah. So it's when you feel a little bit bad that it's just like, well, I'm trying to outthink my opponent and they just didn't think, so I lose out.
Yep, but gonna go ahead and drop the Rift Herald up in the top lane. They'll get this shove in. That'll be a pretty clean first turret take for him.
And it's really nice they get this down right before plates run out, so just funneling more gold onto this Kayle, which is really good for them, and almost at that level 11 power spike, so.
Yeah, just not quite enough damage to chunk through that turret, but, you know, 4 plates, nothing to sneeze at, and Cardinals can even push this one in, maybe. Still getting this trade through. Grey Pride is here, doesn't have the Divine Ascension available, flashes forward, hits the Q, finds that kill, now turning it back around, the Sadism popped, here's Joey, lands the bandage toss, and he gets the burn through.
And Grey Pride blowing his flash right at the end there, just ultra sad.
The flash over the wall, Dyslexic gets the flay. They'll get the double knockup. Karasuda trying to do that damage, kiting back out, but all of his spears into the Alistar so far. Another flay from Dyslexic. Team Inich is hanging out over the wall, but not going to be able to find that target just yet. But they get out safely, which honestly is relatively impressive in that situation.
Yeah, the Thresh Cage was really big there. Actually, super good placement. Was able to run away through the tri-bush because of the placement of that. Just too slow to able to chase him down. So
Yeah, it's going to be very hard to get like with the Alistar Unbreakable plus now the Immortal Shield Bow onto Luis. This is a very tough bot lane to kill right now. They're going to look to dive Dyslexic. They don't have the Alistar ult available. Hook him back in, and they'll take one on that trade. So nicely played by Dyslexic to at least get that trade. And here comes Cardinals from the side. Gets the slow on to T-Minich. Doesn't have the ultimate available. Oh, didn't get the flash over the wall. But he's got the speed. He's out. Luis might not be so lucky getting auto attack down. There's the shield bow popped. And the playful trickster for the kill.
yeah, really good response there by Return of the Middle Six. Especially with the dragon coming up, is able to catch them sleeping a little bit. We've got Malphite with the TP up, but no ult, so it should just be a free Drake for Return of the Middle Six. They'll see if Shrimp decides to contest it all, but looks like they're not going to.
Yeah, Mantis Shrimp just gonna go ahead and give that one up right now. Like, Cho'Gath had the feast available, could have maybe looked to walk in and steal that, but not gonna fancy their chances on that one. And so 2 dragons for RTM. We'll get the Air Rift for this little engagement. That's a pretty meh dragon for this team comp, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you get extra Fizz ults, extra Kale ults, extra Mumu ults. Kind of nice, but not insane.
Yeah, it's fine. I wouldn't turn it down, but I'm not like, super pumped about it.
Right. Could be pretty nice for the move speed, though.
Yeah. Spell shield's down. They're looking for that? No. Okay. Sometimes you just throw those hooks to see if the Kale's or the Sivir's still paying attention on the spell shield.
Yeah, just skill check it,
Or you just took the Alistar.
Oh,
what is this teleport? He can't.
Someone got really excited about that hook. They just thought it was a full out engage.
Well, that's a hook to get excited about. Also takes the lantern in as well. Everybody kind of split right now. The Shark doesn't land on anything as they're trying to kite out T-Minich in the back. Another hook back in from Dyslexic, trying to get T-Minich away from Karasuda. The attack speed slow. He's got the Rend. He'll finish him off. And the Alistar will fall at the end of that one as well as Cardinals shows up on his teleport.
Yeah, a lot of summoners expended there. Not for much, but Return of the Middle Six is the beneficiary. Picks up 2 kills. It might even get more off of this. They're looking towards that mid lane tower.
Yeah, Joey just kind of walking through the bottom lane turret, seeing how Luis is doing. But, yeah, Cardinals doesn't have a clear place to be right now, so he's starting to roam around and just wreak havoc where he can. That mid lane tower, the next objective for him, and will fall.
Yeah, and off that, I wouldn't be surprised if he is really close to his mythic item on the Riftmaker. And with Kale at level 13, 2 items, there's not a lot you're going to be able to do against her unless you just blow her up instantly. So looking really good here for Return of the Middle Sticks as the scaling team.
Yeah, double microwave is finished though for the Mantis Shrimp. You have the Frostfire Gauntlet as well, and Alistar's on his way to his 3rd microwave. You don't want to get exposed to too many of those.
The radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
I do have to say, the Sivir is not very far behind, which is kind of nice. Not super far ahead, but as your main source of damage for the team fights, for Shrimp, gonna be pretty happy about that.
Yeah, Otso can pick a fight with T-Minich, but really can't with the Cho'Gath right now as he's learning the melee range Shark. Not going to do a whole lot as he just gets eaten by the Cho'Gath. Yeah, mistakes were made, but maybe Sad Mummy can turn this one back around. He's got burns on his burns. Hits the ultimate. Hits the Tantrum. High-level gameplay right now. Another Bandage Toss lands, and it'll be the Rampage for Joey.
And Kale almost 2v1ing down here. Nice R.
Nice R, and he'll find the kill onto that Snuddy Bro. The flash forward for the auto
Oh
and double
my
kill, the
god.
1v2 for Cardinals 29.
And gonna be real sad. And Riftmaker healing him up a ton. You see the Malphite.
Yeah, Malphite once in for, you know, the 1v1, and it's not going to go his way. He's down 4 levels right now.
Yeah, they really need to get something to get anti-healing onto this Kale, because she's just healing so much. After the Malphite blue combo is just not able to do enough damage.
Yeah, this is rough. They don't have anything that can match Kale in a side lane, at least for a very long time. Like, you'll need another item or two before you can look at that. I think you need the Bramble Vest plus like a Warmogs maybe to regen, and you know, that's 3,000 gold off. Hook on to Grey Pride, and he'll get knocked into the wall of the cage, and Karsudo will find his second kill of the game. Oh, well, that technically landed. I'll give it to him.
Yeah, Return of the Middlesex just kind of taking whatever they want here. Third Drake here is going to put them on Soul Point, but I think they can pretty much just do Baron whenever they really feel like it. They shouldn't. They're almost up 10k, so taking any fight here is pretty advantageous.
Yeah, Dyslexic finds the hook, throws the lantern for Joey, but Joey ignores it. Maybe they're going to take Otso in.
I thought that might cancel. Did not. Close.
Yeah. Oh, goes in, hits the double curse of the Sad Mummy. They'll throw a couple of other people in. 2 kills already for RTM. Follow it up with a third. Grey Pride and Luis trying to defend, but there's just nothing they can do as their base in shambles. Yeah, they'll even save that health on the Shelly charge. Get her into one of these Nexus turrets.
I might just look for the end here.
Sorry, this one's Sheila. This is the second one. But yeah, Nexus turret's down. Nexus under fire as well. Grey Pride looking for it, but not going to find anything as Cardinals is legendary. They'll find the hook onto Sivir as well. Joey is dominating. Will get a big knockup, but doesn't really affect a whole lot here as ROTM finishes off the ace and the game. That was a dominating second round.
Yeah, I mean, when Kale gets that ahead early, you know you're in for a tough game. And especially not having a lot of damage, you really want those tanks to be ahead of her. But Cardinals just playing super well. Really, the whole team playing well. Not not much to say about that one except a really clean ROTM win.
Yeah, so we'll take another short break and we'll be back with it's the winner's final for RTM, and we'll see if they can continue their run in the upper bracket. Also, I think our last game of the day. Does that sound good to you?
Sounds great.
Unless this one's like really short, in which case I might be able to do one more.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick.
Okay.
And we're back.
All right.
I am ready to go when you are.
Sounds good to me. I think I changed everything I needed. Yeah. Cool. All right, welcome back. We'll go ahead and start. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. On the, or do you want the blue? You want our boys again?
Sure, why not?
All right.
We'll keep it consistent here. We've gotten 2 wins off of it. All right, so Cardinals 29 in the top lane on Wukong, one of his signature champions. We got Joey on Nunu in the jungle. Got Otso again on the Fizz in mid lane, and then we've got Karasuda on MF and Dyslexic on Leona.
And on the other side of the rift, it's why fuck when you can foe? Cupper Dang in the top lane, the Traitor playing Malphite, the Shard of the Monolith, Worstlock NA on Hecarim, Data in mid, also a Traitor, playing Galio, and Boosted Asian and Ari Panda, not traitors, they just haven't been on the team yet, playing Jhin and Morgana.
Yeah, so actually pretty interesting team comps. These look to be a pretty fair matchup. I really like both sides. Nunu, one of the stronger jungle picks, and good into Hecarim, even though Hecarim is a good jungle pick right now. And then bot lane, we're actually seeing pretty meta as well in the MF and Jhin picks.
Yeah, this feels like a lot of pretty strong. I mean, you already said it. I'm just parroting what you said. I don't know why I'm doing that. But yeah, a lot of really strong stuff, and should be some pretty explosive fights when we get around to it. But we'll see if one of these teams can get an advantage. We've seen Malphite go 0-2 so far today, and I'm curious if we'll see the Shard of the Monolith actually, maybe shine now that there's no Sad Mummy available.
I am interested to see where this Nunu goes. Getting one of the crabs on Nunu early is really, really strong for him. You're able to just kind of use that move speed to pretty much get on any target you want between the 2 lanes that Scuttle Crab is up. See the bot lane for Pha hitting level 2 first.
Yeah. I really hate the Fizz pick again. I'm just gonna throw that one in there, softball it. There is no one that he can assassinate reliably this game, assuming that Morgana's just with Jhin, right?
Right.
This is not a fun matchup mid. He doesn't do well into, he'll do okay into Malphite, but you didn't get that matchup. It's just a really rough Fizz game, this game. And I'm a big Fizz fan. Probably my most played mid lane, maybe second most. I've played a lot of Zoe, as much as I shouldn't admit that on stream. But,
we know what Ikado thinks about that, so.
Poor guy. But yeah, Joey just, walks through mid, puts a little pressure onto Data, and then we'll go toward that bottom crab and grab that one. Kind of as you mentioned to start the game off, maybe look for that extra move speed toward bottom lane. We'll see how good the communication is of our red team this game. And really good Black Shield, though, from Ari Panda. Gets the Black Shield as well. They're looking for Boosted Asian. They'll get the knockup. There's just no follow-up damage. And that was a really well-timed Black Shield, honestly.
Yeah, it was really good. And I actually have to commend the bot lane for Pha. They have a really good ward in the river. The only way to really prevent a Nunu gank is to get a ward further up the lane so you can kind of see it coming. And with enough time there, they were able to anticipate Nunu coming in, and Ari Panda giving a really good Black Shield over so that Dyslexic's not able to do anything to the Jhin.
Yeah, but nothing really expended. It was just the Ignite from Ari Panda, I believe, that went down as the only summoner, so could just rinse and repeat. We're seeing Joey roll in mid lane I guess not super important though, as Shivam and Cardinals gonna go ahead and scrap, and Cupperdang's getting the better of that one. Has the burn through the cheese
Uh-oh.
wheel for first blood.
Yeah, and I think Cardinals just thought with the minion wave there that he was going to be able to win it, but Malphite was just doing too much damage with his empowered autos, and ends up blowing his flash and dying to the shard of the monolith, which makes that matchup even harder than it already was for him.
Yeah, now, getting shoved in mid, getting shoved in bot, you have the solo death in top lane. It's going to be difficult for our team to find something to play around. Cupperdang hits level 6. That's unlucky timing. We'll call it that, but really well played by by Cupperdang there to find the kill. And now 2-0. The teleport's down for Cardinals. This is hashtag dicey up in the top lane for our TM.
Yeah, it's really, really tough now for this Wukong to do anything in the side lane. He might be able to compete with him in the ultra late game, but now down 2 kills, and it's going to lose a couple minions off of this wave pushing. It's looking pretty rough. Also, the bot lane is getting the better of ROTM as well, picking up a plate for themselves and getting a good recall off here.
Yeah, I guess the big saving grace for Cardinals is that death was at his opponent's turret rather than his turret. If that had been at his turret, like honestly, that lane's just over. But he'll be able to at least equalize some of the CS and be okay.
Yeah, and now Malphite actually goes ahead and just picks up a Bramble straight off from that kill. So not going to be looking to fight. You're just going to be looking to farm as much as you can if you're Cardinals. And this is not how RTM was winning their first 2 games. So we'll have to see how they adjust to Cardinals being a little bit weaker than he usually was.
Yeah, and we'll see if he still plays aggressively. He'll have the Cyclone here, without teleport, but it would be good to see him maybe get out of this lane, because that's a hefty amount of damage from that cheese wheel from Cupperdang, and he's gonna freeze it. Oh, give the man a break. You killed him twice. Don't actually give him it. Like, I'm happy to see that he's taking advantage of that, but it hurts.
Yeah, and there's not really anything you can do there. Wukong kind of blew everything he could have because he had engaged on the bot lane.
Yeah, Dyslexic does hit the stun onto boosted Asian, but not quite enough damage to follow through there from Karasuda. Ooh, hits a nice little double up, but not that critical amount of damage. But boosted Asian's very low in this lane. But Worstlock is here, gonna rampage in on the pony, gets the Galio ult on top. Not gonna get the knockups, immediate flashes out from Karasuda and Dyslexic.
Yeah, overall, pretty good fight there from RTM, but Hecarim was in the area, so they have to end up blowing all of their summoners again, and pretty scary now, because the lane is shoved away from them. That should be a free Drake for Fa.
Yeah, and we haven't talked about Worstlock at all, and for good reason. He hasn't done anything other than farm, but he's got a 20 CS advantage now over the Nunu. And
yeah, highest CS in the game.
that's a scary prospect for the pony to have that much CS early.
Yeah, now there's not really much you can play around if you're the Nunu. You can maybe find some advantages potentially in the mid lane, but it's pretty hard to do anything against bot lane Morgana, because she can just black shield whatever snowball target is getting hit. So maybe that's the play for RTM back into this game.
Yeah, and Data being pretty patient with that taunt on Galio. Gonna go ahead and hit. I'm still not a fan of these melee ults. They're gonna find the kill on Data because Joey's collapsing from the other side.
I actually think Otso might have gotten that himself with the ignite ticking there, but good thing that they got it secured because it was a pretty close fight.
Yeah, Joey gonna try to help out Cardinals up in the top lane. At least throw some snowballs at Cupperdang. Chase him off of the turret so that his monkey can farm a little bit. But you can see just the zoning, the attention that Cardinals has to pay to the Shard of the Monolith up here.
Yeah, I mean, he's up already 2 levels, and being as tanky as he is with that much armor is going to be able to actually fight under the tower. So Cardinals having to be really respectful of the Malphite.
this is another thing that he can get away with because he's so far ahead. Just gonna go ahead, shove in the wave, head toward the blue buff, take that away from a Nunu because that's apparently a thing that can happen. And then now they'll head back up into top lane, and Cardinals not in position here. Gonna be patient, hits the Cyclone, but immediately, oh, that didn't.
Good flash.
Yeah, I guess he had the flash, but not enough.
I think
to
he
get him out to
was
save.
in his ult for the
Time
unstoppable.
coming through, just not quite enough to take down boosted Asian or Aripan in the bottom lane. You can see the counter punch being thrown by RTM, but it's received by Pha.
Yeah, and here at 10-minute mark, Pha already up 2k gold, so pretty significant lead for them, considering how early in the game it is. We're going to see this next dragon spawning here in about 2.5 minutes, so we'll see if RTM decides to make their team fighting stand around that, or they want to wait and scale up a little bit longer. But this Malphite is just rocking right now, up 30 CS.
I didn't realize I got Vici as my co-caster. Worslock looking for the gank in bottom lane. He finds a little knockback. That was a nice little sidestep by Dyslexic into the grand entrance. Data will find that kill. Now gets taunted up under turret. They might be able to trade this one back. Absolute zero from Joey. Should be pretty big, and we'll find his second kill. Oh, that was a nice little E flash over the wall from Oat, so we'll pick up the kill onto Ari Panda. So RTM turns that one back around at least a little bit. That was a 2-for-1 for them, and the first positive kill trade in the game so far.
Yeah, RTM with a really good counter gank there. Dyslexic sidestepping, buying a little bit more time for Znuna to get in there, and they're looking for a little bit more behind the turrets, but end up just taking the Gromp from the Hecarim, so getting a little bit more for themselves, but turn the middle six. Trying their best to stabilize here in the mid game.
Yeah, still a pretty significant little gold swing for Pha, and Dragon up in a minute 14, and we'll see which team really wants to contest this right now. Cupperdang has his teleport and his ult available, maybe looking to pull the trigger. Does get spotted at least, it looks like, by Otso on that ward and river, but he'll get some more vision control. And neither side really setting up for this dragon with about a minute left. Joey maybe going to try to wind this one in bot lane. Headed around the wall. Good dark binding though from Ari Panda so far. Gets the knockup, pulls the soul shackles through. Flash forward for that fourth shot from Boosted Asia. Gets some move speed back away, but teleports being channeled. Cupperdang is here. Hits the two-man unstoppable force, and will find the clap on to Dyslexic.
Yeah, once you see that teleport being channeled from the shard of the monolith, you really got to be scared, and so RTM backing up there, except for Dyslexic, I think a little bit of a miscommunication there, but they don't want any part of that fight.
Yeah, maybe looking for something here. Not going to find that stray snowball. All 5 members of Pha here in the bottom lane. And RTM, you know, they have some stuff they can throw over the wall, but I don't even think you really want to try a steal attempt at this point.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you can solo steal, since you've got Nunu with Flash, Consume, and Smite, but that's about as far as you'd probably want to go, and it looks like RTM is not going to elect to do that, which is completely fair.
Yeah, I was going to say something like that, or you just throw bullet time over there and see if you can get lucky, but...
And while we're at a little bit of a break here, just want to shout out to Samso for the Prime sub. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks specifically Aikato and Samso for the subs this stream. Really do appreciate it. Again, we have our prize pool that we're going to try to help fund with for our RTM Fight Nights that as soon as Killering ever gets back to me on a day, we'll do one. And maybe before that, because I might just get tired of waiting for him. And then beyond that, I still definitely have something that we want to do, but we need just a little bit of funding for it. So consider that a tantalizing little treat. So, Leandri's Anguish finished up for Oats. He hasn't been building that. This is a different item this game.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense here. You've got a lot of high health targets um, with the Hecarim, with the Galio, and the Malphite. So I don't mind the pickup, but it definitely doesn't give you a great way to one-shot. You can still do a decent amount of damage, but there's definitely some stats in there that don't aid you as much as other stats
Yeah,
could.
where's Lock and Data gonna find Joey on this? He'll get the smite away, so they'll maybe be able to pick. Okay, he flashed over and was able to pick up the Eye of the Herald, but now everybody's got to get out of here.
Ooh.
Joey gets knocked up and taken down by Worstlock, so they'll lose one in exchange for finding that second Rift Herald, which isn't terrible all things considered when you're behind, but they really need to make use of that Herald now.
Yeah, Malphite showing that he didn't even need the R to hit to be able to be a beast in that fight. So
It's about sending a message. Worstlock just gonna dash on through, and Otso will playful trickster away from that one.
yeah, there's not a lot RTM can play for. You can maybe look for some plays bot lane, but I mean, you've got a Galio R that and TP that you have to really watch out for. So unless Fizz can keep Galio in lane, it's gonna be pretty hard for them to do much.
Yeah, Joey looking for something here in the bottom lane. Ooh, Dyslexic didn't want that Zenith blade, but luckily didn't connect with it. Yeah, a couple more important items. You have the Eclipse finished up for Karasuda. He's actually on a pretty big spike, especially comparative to Jin at this very second. Jin's going to go back and buy an item, though, and we'll be on equal terms. Actually, just buys an Eclipse, because why not?
Yeah, the Eclipse finish is actually really big. Jin really benefits from the lethality that you get from Eclipse. And it's nice to have a little bit of Omnivamp as well. Both champions. It's pretty much just bot lane meta is whoever can use Eclipse better, and then Samira. So that's how it goes.
Yeah. Right now, Fa gonna go ahead and rotate everybody down into the bottom side. Everybody looking for the dive on this bottom lane tower. Unfortunately for them, there's nobody at this bottom lane tower, so they're going to get the tower by exerting their pressure, but nothing else, substantial gained because of it.
And RTM is actually going to be able to drop the Rift Herald in mid here with 3 members pushing. I think it'll be actually really nice if they at least get this tower down. We'll see if they get collapsed on, though.
Yeah, they have to be careful about the engage as Worstlock goes in, going to knock back Cardinals into the tower range. Cyclone at least will stop that engage for now. Otso still wants this. He goes in looking for Worstlock, hits him with the Shark, but everybody backs off. They get the mid lane tower. I don't know how many people actually got the gold from it after they got zoned away, but they'll at least grab that. But now, Pho gonna look. Oh, again, didn't want that Zenith blade, but he hit it, and now he's in a little bit deep, forced to flash back out. I was going to say they might be able just to group up in mid lane, but maybe more importantly than that, 15 seconds on this dragon that would represent Infernal Soul for them. Well, Infernal Soul point, I guess.
Yeah, and Pho really wants to just keep pushing their advantage, and a great way to do that is to get onto Soul Point here. They are on the team fighting comp, so they want RTM to be forced to come to objectives.
Yep, dragons up. Everybody gathered around. All 10 members in this game. Oh, good Dark Binding gonna land. They'll go ahead and just try to grab that pick onto Otso. They'll at least chase him out of the fight. The Shard of the Monolith gonna go ahead and show us the Shard, but now the fight's gonna break out on the other side. Karasuda with a big bullet time. They'll find 2 picks on the top side. So Cupperdang and Ari Panda going on a little bit of a hunt there for Otso. They do track him down, but it costs them 2 members of their team. But now Dyslexic in trouble. Cardinals trying to body block, trying to do anything, but he'll get taken down by the Shard of the Monolith. And the Black Dark Binding not quite going to connect, but Karasuda will get rooted up by the captive audience, and it's a double kill for Cupperdang. Joey tanks the binding for his friend. That was a really selfless play, but I don't know that that was one that he wanted to make necessarily. As Boosted Asian finds Dyslexic at the end of that one. Cupperdang will find Joey to finish that one off. That's essentially an ace. Otso had respawned in the time frame, but it'll be Dragon 4 pretty much free going over to why fuck when you can fuck? I had to think about what the full name was.
Yeah. Our team did a pretty good job of fighting while Malphite and Ari was going on their fish hunting mission. But after they showed back up to the fight, the Shard of the Monolith was just too powerful for them. So really good Jhin ult as well, coupled with that, and able to chase down and pick up the ace, or the essential ace for Fa.
Yeah, so 4 minutes and 30 seconds until that Infernal Soul spawns. You also have Baron on the table, especially with your microwave available. Kind of interesting, you have the Trinity Force finished up for Cardinals.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked Trinity Force builds on him before. I don't know what your big equivalent would be right now. Maybe Sunderer would be okay? Not really sure.
Sunderer seems pretty good in this game, I think, because you get that some of that percent HP damage, but
maybe
also
the
just getting
cripply one too. I don't know what that one's called. The slowy one. It's like a flail. That one sounds okay. I don't know what stats are in any of these, so I might just be talking out of an orifice of mine. But they're gonna try that engage, get the big taunt. Karasuda just, I mean, he has no choice but to stand still when he's using that ult, and that makes him a pretty easy target, as it turns out. Cardinals with a big Cyclone, but there's just not that follow-up damage as Otso dives through. The Absolute Zero not quite going to do its job as everybody just kind of falling apart here for ROTM. Double kill for Boosted Asian. Not going to be able to find that second one, but Worslock will be able to track down Joey, and that'll be a Baron for our red team.
Yeah, you can kind of see that Return of the Middle Six just isn't able to compete with the firepower that Fa has. That was kind of the last dying breath there, I think, of Return of the Middle Six Topes, unless there's some big change here. But now with the Baron and Soul Point coming up soon, it's going to be really tough to claw their way back into this one.
Yeah, and honestly, I think the biggest issue is you got Cupperdang there. He's 6-0-7 on the Shard of the Monolith, and there are no anti-Shard of the Monolith items currently in the pockets of ROTM, and that, you know, doesn't bode well for your front-to-back team fight if you can't kill the tank.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of shred you can do. I mean, you've got some on the Fizz, but is that really the person, you know, you want to be fighting the Malphite?
Oh, they might have a pick here onto Ari Panish. He throws up the Black Shield, hits the Soul Shackles as well. It's actually just the disengage as Data comes to her rescue. So, you know, not overextended as it turns out. Has the boys in the back pocket.
Yeah, they do get the ult and Zhonya's out of her, so they may be able to look at her for a pick later. But
Worslock hits that fear onto Dyslexic, gets rooted up by the captive audience and taken down. Really nicely played there by Worslock and Boosted Asian. Cardinals looking for the flank, hits the Cyclone. It's pretty big with the bullet time. They'll find a kill, but it's a double kill. It's a triple kill for the Jhin. He needs to find Joey for the lore, but it doesn't look like he's going to. It'll be the push in for him.
Yeah, and Return of the Middle Six, not really wanting to fight, and Fa just too strong. Now with the Baron, they've got this cannon, and the Shard of the Monolith is just going to tank this tower for the minions. Going to be able to take this one pretty easily. So now getting an inhib in the mid lane. We'll see if they migrate to the bot lane here.
Yeah, or they could just back and set up for this Infernal Dragon. The world is their oyster at this point.
It's definitely their game to lose. And if they get this dragon, it's going to be the lower than 1% chance for ROTM, I feel like.
Yeah, even trying to find their way through all the Lotus traps, but that's just going to set them
Oof.
up. Another big ult there from Worslock. The animation actually not really working for the Necron ult for some reason. Shard of the Monolith gets the double knockup as Otso left off into no man's land and taken down by a fish. Or, not by a fish. Taken down like the fish that he is. Cardinals is going to lose a slap fight to Cupper Dang, and it's the ace, and for some reason they're going to grab the dragon and the... Alright. Well, surrender.
And surrender. You got just a really well-played game there by Pha. I really liked that last play that ended in the surrender. Just knowing that RTM is going to have to come check this dragon. They just sit and wait with the Galio and Horgana there and just hit two members with CC and blow them up initially. So really well played there by Pha. All around, had control from start to finish.
Alright. Do you want to do one more, or are you good for the night?
I can probably do one more.
Okay. We'll do...
We finished off.
Yeah. Let's do one last one. Hopefully this replay isn't too long. If it's too long, we might just zip through a little bit, but should be fine. Alright.
We'll check out the files.
There it
That's
is
how
for
we'll
you.
determine.
What is this team? Mingo's third try. Mingos, I'm assuming short for flamingos? It's a little longer, but that's okay. I think we're fine.
Yeah.
Well, I'm fine at least.
I'm good.
Alright.
Let's do it. Just
Alright.
move that on over.
Bingo.
And we're launching.
We're gonna make them pink. I'm assuming it's flamingos and not like...
He goes.
I don't know. There's a professional football player named Barkevius Mingo. Maybe it's him.
Could be. Could be.
I don't know why it's their third try. There's not like a description. Well, there's a picture, and it doesn't make any sense.
I think that every team should be required to include why they name themselves what they name themselves. Especially for these one-day tournaments. Very important.
Yeah, it's also just this... I don't really want to show this on stream, but like... I will. Like... Like, that just screams Mingo's third try to me. Alright.
That's gonna be it.
Alright, I'm ready if you are.
I am super ready.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, this is on you.
Alrighty. Cardinals 29 in top lane on the Shard of the Monolith. The allure was too much for him. We've got Malphite up there. Joey on the Olaf in the jungle. We've got Otso on the signature Fizz pick in the mid lane. And then in bot lane, we've got Karasuda on Ashe. And then we've got Seraphine for Dyslexic.
This might be trouble, so I'm not going to introduce anybody because things are going to happen. Dark Binding lands, we're going to just scrap in this top. Young Bones is going to get traded out for Cardinals, 1-for-1 so far. This is a mess. That was an auto that followed somebody on that flash. So 2 kills. The flash forward from Karasuda is going to find one, but get traded as well. So 3-2 in favor of Mingo's third try, who are a red team on the top side of the rift. They're not in order. Now they're probably in order. Oh, no, they're not. Now they're in order. Okay. Young Bones in the top lane playing Volibear. Humongous Dick playing
Wow.
Graves. Cigarettes are bad. Okay. On Morgana and Smoke AD and Nerf Lux in the bottom lane playing Ezreal and Karma.
I think their mid and their ADC need to have a chat about, cigarettes being bad. That's just kind of my thought process. But Ezreal already off to a smoking start here with the 2-0, beneficiary of that level 1 fight. Comes back with a tier for all of that gold that he got for himself.
He's got to have more than...
He must have just ended weirdly. Like,
I mean, you could buy a health potion or a ward.
I feel like just going like double longsword or something like that might have been better, but I don't know. It's so much faster to stack tier now too. So
I don't mind the tier. It's just like get a ward, get a potion.
Yeah. Or
Maybe
boots.
Something.
Maybe he doesn't have the boot angle.
I think he just hit. Like I had flipped. He had 300 like shortly after the main minions started counting up. So.
Right. Okay. Maybe he didn't get the first blood, so he didn't have 700. Makes
sell
sense.
your potion and get a refill. Like I don't know. It feels
a lot
like
of
there's
options.
Yeah. I wonder if the boys. Well, this is unfortunate because Olaf actually can't really fight Graves early. He just has the range advantage. Otsu's gonna flash over the wall, get the kill with the ignite. Young Bones is gonna fight Joey, and the Dark Harvest stack isn't gonna do enough damage. I don't know what just happened. Everybody's brains just spontaneously combusted, much like mine. But Young Bones dies in that red buff or in the blue buff area.
Yeah, and actually, Joey was realizing that Malphite had enough of a push to get down to there and respond. So, really good response there from Return Metal 6. We're going to see a gank on top side.
Yeah, Young Bones goes ahead and teleports in, just going to take some undertows for his trouble, and now going to get shoved in underneath his tower. Cardinals can do... He's got some choices now, whether he wants to like cheater recall, whether he wants to, set up like you could kind of freeze, you could set up kind of a slow push in this situation, or you could die. That's also an option.
Also an option. And this is going to be the AP Volibear. I wonder if he's going Emax. Kind of makes sense for this lane. You get a lot of % health damage on that E, and also it scales really well off the AP. So something to look out for sure.
Smoke AD getting pretty aggressive, goes in with the Arcane Shift, but going to take more than his fair share of damage for it. Gets shut down by Dyslexic, and Karasuda has the Ranger's focus up, but not quite enough damage.
And that's just you E in, you have no way to get out because you get exhausted, and then you get Ash slowed. So not much you're able to do there. Well played from Karasuda and Dyslexic to punish the aggressive play from the Ezreal.
Yeah, Graves hanging out in the bottom lane. Dyslexic not able to find this snare. Now gets thrown into the smoke screen, and that'll be enough damage for Mr. Dick.
Mr. Dick.
Maybe Mr. Richard.
There you go.
Either way, finds the kill with his shotgun. I don't know what item that is for Olaf. That's an interesting little icon.
That is basically Tiamat's active. It's like old Tiamat's active, where it does a little
whip.
It builds into Gore Drinker.
The top lane experience. Cardinals is doing alright in this trade, though. Now the Conqueror's coming up, though. Hits the extra Q. Oh, the undertow didn't quite connect there from Joey. The slow up, and that undertow finally does. Wait, what? How?
It said Olaf slayed it, right?
Yeah. No, it said Graves slayed it. Graves got the kill. But, like, he wasn't close to the dragon at the time. Like, Otso was the one attacking it.
You have red buff? I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm not...
Might be a client bug too. Or spectator.
Yeah, I want to go back and watch, but I want to go to bed, so I'll just... Maybe someone in the
We'll
chat will
leave you
tell
in
me what happened.
mystery over here.
Yeah. No, that was very strange. This is the new Ash skin, right? This is the, like, Dragon Fae thing.
I think so.
New is in, like, 2 patches ago now, right? But,
New enough.
yeah. It came out with that terrible Lee Sin skin, that's all I've got.
Yep. Well, Joey's off to a pretty good lead over this Graves. Already up 10 CS and a kill. You can see his shutdown, so doing pretty well for himself.
Maybe we'll go back and watch it at the end if we remember. Anyway, Otso and cigarettes are bad. Gonna go ahead and trade out, and...
Just dead.
Yeah, did he not have E?
I think he did, but he was rooted twice. So he got rooted from the Morgana ult and from the Q.
Yeah,
so.
but he could have jumped at the end of the Morgana ult before the... Anyway, they're gonna get a snare on to nerf Lux and get the flash out. But now here's Joey with the Ragnarok available. Gets the wild swing, gets the undertow and the auto for the kill.
And Joey just everywhere, picking up some loose end kills, which is really nice for him. Definitely what you want to see on the Olaf is getting strong early and doing a good job of executing what his champion wants to do.
Yeah, now some ultimates available up in the top lane. Young Bones
Oof.
gets the stun. Ooh, hits the E damage. And goes ahead and turns off the ult. The ult away from Cardinals isn't going to do any good as Graves hanging around and will take him down with the shotgun.
Yeah, pretty quick reaction there from Cardinals, but not enough to be able to stop the Graves shotgun. So this is really, really rough for him. He's going to lose a lot of farm and plates.
Yeah, teleport in from Cardinals. Otso is here as well. They don't have the Malphite ult available, but they'll find one to start off with. Now Joey may be looking for something, but everybody will disengage. So the teleport expended to take down the volley bear, which isn't terrible.
Yeah, they do get one kill back, which is nice, and they also expend Morgana's TP, but they're looking for Joey here.
What is that effect? There's like a weird bubble halo effect.
Yeah, so that's he just used his 5th smite, which upgrades his jungle item, or I guess gets rid of it. So he just like has an extra slot now.
That's what that bubble meant?
The little like knife thing above his head, yeah.
Oh. No, I saw like reflected yellow bubbles.
I don't know. It happened at the same time, so I'm gonna assume that was it, but
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing that was like happening there, but I don't know. That Graves is just a mystery. Steals dragon with nothing. Now has some yellow bubbles for no reason.
maybe that's how he stole the dragon. The yellow bubbles are the key.
Oh, true. The lens
Pretty
flare
even
type
game here through 10 minutes. Even goal? Almost even kill score?
I'm not really sure how it's so even. Like, look at the CS. Oh, the Encore gonna land into the Ash Arrow.
Oof.
That's a CC chain if there ever was one. Karsuda will find that kill, and now Smoke AD forced away as well, getting just slowed down. But now here comes Graves, the flash forward, not quite able to find that one. He doesn't have collateral damage available. Dyslexic flashes away, but he's got Red Smite burning him. He's fine for now, but Smoke AD flashes forward for the Mystic shot for the kill.
Yeah, and a really close fight there, but
now
Otso
here
comes in at the
Otso.
end.
Yeah, he'll find one, hits the Shark onto Hugh as well, trying to chase him down. One more auto will do it, and another shutdown for the Fizz. Now Young Bones in trouble as he gets knocked up. Joey just wailing through, and he's 4-1 on the Olaf.
And some really, really good map rotations here for Return of the Middle Six. Otso going down in bot lane, picking up 2 kills for himself, and then a gank in the top side kind of helps to stabilize this Malphite, getting basically a return of what happened to him earlier, shoving in a giant wave and getting some turret plates for himself.
Yeah, interesting. The Eclipse finished up for Hugh on the Graves is the first mythic item completed of the game. That feels normal. Maybe it isn't. Sounds like an okay item.
Yeah, I think Eclipse is usually what you want to see. Pretty easy to proc its effect. So.
Man, Joey is just 1v1ing Young Bones. He had forced to use the ultimate. Is this enough damage? Everybody's they trade kills thanks to Shelly.
Yeah, it's much better for. We're gonna see a fight.
Smoke able to cleanse away the damage on the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, but Dyslexic hits the high note. Take that kill. But Otso's here looking for the steal. Graves finds that one fair and square this time. Shark just to try to disengage, but it's not quite going to be enough as Hugh finds his 3rd kill of the game. Oh, and maybe 4th root from Dyslexic as he dashes forward. Yeah, not going to find it. All right.
The slows from Karasuda have just been so big and really annoying for this Ezreal to deal with. It seems like every time he dies, it's because he's getting blasted by this Ash Ice. So, pretty good 2v2 as well. I have not seen a lot of Seraphine support, but the fact that you can Ash Arrow into Seraphine ult makes it pretty good.
Karasuda not taking the safest back there, and didn't even need the ult. The end of the line was enough damage, but Hugh with the collateral damage just for a little bit of fun.
This is a big wave that's crashing down bot side, and it's going to be at least 1 plate, maybe 2, for this Ezreal, who's already pretty strong on the Maramana. He's got 3 kills for himself, so 2 of those did come at the start of the game.
Yeah, Otso gonna find Young Bones here. They're just reprising the fight that they just had, but this time Joey brings reinforcements and they'll take down Young Bones. That's 7 deaths on the Volibear so far.
7 deaths. That's like a death every 2 minutes so far. A little bit more than that almost. So, not what you want to see from your top side. That is that you put some help into early, but oof.
Yeah, that's some damage there from the Lux, or from Nerf Lux, the Karma.
Nerf Lux. Oh, that's his name.
Ooh, cigarettes are bad, not able to find that dark binding. Otso flashes over the wall to break the soul shackle. Now gets the ignite into the W, looking for the trickster, and he'll find it. The solo kill for Otso in the mid lane.
Yeah, really well played there, utilizing the Fizz E really well. Able to just pick up a nice solo kill for himself.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you're just down 60 CS, but you find a solo kill, so it's fine.
That is the Fizz mantra, isn't it? You just give up your lane, you go bot lane, you get 2 kills, you come back. And that is going to be, again, the Leandries for the Fizz. I don't know if that's normal or just some adaptation he wanted to do for these last 2 games, but
like
not what he started with.
Belt would be really good, but anyway, Encore into a lot of damage. The Shard of the Monolith is here. They'll find one. Ooh, a great
nice flash
though from the Karma. Not maybe gonna matter the red buff.
Got her.
Into the cheese wheel. Got her. Double kill for Cardinals. And now Otso reprising what just happened, but this time getting stuck in tower range on that exhaust. Olaf can't quite duel Young Bones this time. He picks up the axe, but that's going to cost him his life as the Volibear finds the solo kill in top lane.
Yeah, for as many deaths as Volibear has, he is dueling a lot and is able to pick up a pretty surprising win against Joey there. Oof.
Oh. All right. I didn't think anything was happening there, but Smoke AD just proves me wrong. The flash forward, the Mystic shot's on point, and he'll grab both kills in that double kill.
Yeah, and that's a really big pickup for this Ezreal. It's able to actually shove in the wave as well, so gonna go back, and I expect him to have a pretty big item here.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna back up, and then he just went further in and found both. That was huge for him. That's a gigantic swing in this game. And yeah, we'll see if he can really take advantage.
And again, it's just a really, really close game. He's still even in gold. You know, I feel a little bit better if I'm on the side of uh, Mingos because they've got gold, I think, in the spots you want to have the gold. Um, but I feel like we're gonna see this all come to a head for this dragon.
Yeah, cigarettes are bad, gonna get caught as Joey finds another kill. That's a good pick to start off with. The Ash Arrow lands onto Nerf Lux, looking for it. They'll dive through. Otso finds that damage. Another good dash as Cardinals not able to find the unstoppable force, but it's 2 picks for ROTM, and with the Seraphine here to help top off, they should be able to secure this dragon for themselves.
And that is really big for RTM because that evades the soul point. So nice to delay that for themselves. And they go up almost 1,000 gold.
Yeah, and I do worry, like you mentioned, the gold being on the right places. Where is the late game damage going to come from for this RTM comp? Fizz, once people get defensive tools, has a rough time. The Ashe does quite a bit of damage. Oh my god.
Goodbye.
That was a chunk of damage I wasn't expecting again. Need to not talk during some of these little engagements. Is Joey gonna get caught as well, get stunned by Young Bones? Doesn't have the Ragnarok to try to get out, trying to dodge through, but the ult from Young Bones will take that kill. So yeah, I feel like you really need Karasuda and Dyslexic to be doing super well, and they're relatively behind, and that might be rough because it's hard to be an Olaf and a Fizz in late game.
Yeah. I mean, Joey's doing a good job here in the early game of using his early advantage he's gotten.
Dyslexic's been sniping with those. A couple of really nice ones. Cigarettes are bad, looking to collapse. Hits the Shoal Shackles onto 2. Karsuda trying to defend what he can. Cigarettes are bad. Going to fall to the turret is Dyslexic will take that kill. Nerf Lux escapes with just that little bit of shield, and I don't think Otso can track this one down.
Yeah, really good rotation there from Mingo. Able to move the Morgana down. And even though she dies, they pick up more kills onto this Ezreal, just kind of boosting their already strong champion. Now on the Divine Sunder and the Mirror Mana, we'll see what he picks up with his gold that he gets off of this back.
Yeah, and Young Bones finishes up his Titanic Hydra to go with his Trinity Force. That sounds like a pretty good bruiser build. Again, not a huge personal experience, but despite the 7 deaths, you know, hanging around still up in CS on Cardinals, he's been doing a good enough job to stabilize and make sure that his Ezreal and his Graves are pretty strong.
Yeah. Well, and see what he ends up going for. Gets the Abyssal Mask, so we'll be able to help his Fizz out with some of the damage there, and also himself with the ages and whatnot. So this Volibear, I think, even though he has died so many times, is putting a lot of pressure on the map with the use of his ultimates, and just kind of shoving repeatedly. Now with the Titanic Hydra, it's going to be able to just shove waves in and finds a fight that we'll hear with Olaf over the blue buff.
Looking for an engage, gonna go ahead and jump forward with the ultimate, stuns up Cardinals, but everybody just walking away for RTM for the time being. I wonder if Young
Ash Arrow?
Oh.
Nope. Ash Arrow just comes flying through. Doesn't hit anybody.
Yeah, and Smoke AD and Nerf Lux still putting pressure on this bottom lane. Haven't taken that tower just yet, as Otso may be looking for the rotation down as he takes that Blast Cone. I don't think he's going to be able to find too much here. Meanwhile, in the top lane, going to go ahead and re-scrap his Young Bones. Maybe going to find his 8th death of the game. And, oh, good flash over the wall, but he'll eventually get burned down by Cardinals. But
yep.
Now Mingos can look for the dive here in bottom lane. Hugh hits the end of the line over the wall. They're looking for this dive. Encore sails just a little bit wide with no setup for it. Karsuda in trouble. Flashes away. The disengaged Shark here onto Hugh. Gets a decent chunk of damage onto him, and cigarettes are bad. But
yeah,
the push continues for Mingo's 3rd try.
Dyslexic actually had a really nice charm there to make sure that they did not pick up anything more than just the turret. But a good play nonetheless for Mingos to pick up that bot lane turret, and still overall pretty close game. But with this dragon spawning and potential soul point, I expect we're going to see some fighting around Vision.
Yeah, and it might be a little bit tough with the Encore down. A big CC that'll be missing for ROTM. Whereas everything else, should be relatively up. Might be missing the collateral damage for Mingo's third try, but we'll see how this fight wants to shake out. Young Bones has teleport available. So does Cardinals, but he's, basically with the team right now. Morgana's spotted over this wall. They might look for this as they hit a snare, but the Ezreal ult just chunks through Dyslexic. That was so much damage. Shark gonna land onto Nerf Lux. They'll be able to finish off the Karma. It's a double kill for Joey as he's looking to rampage through. Hugh kiting back away with the Graves. Gets dashed onto by Otso, but the end of the line just takes him down.
And while this fight is going on, Volibear is just split pushing them. They might lose an inhibitor tower if nobody backs for that, but it looks like they're more focused on the dragon.
Yeah, Hugh's still hanging out over the wall. This could be really disastrous. Oh, that was the least clean steal I've seen in a long time, but he gets it in there and smites it away from Joey. He'll get shut down for his trouble. He tried to go over the wall with the ult, but that didn't go far enough. Then he shot his Q for some reason, and then he E. And the E finally got him over the wall. I don't know why Morgana was there. I don't have any analysis for that particular section. But
I mean, she TP'd in, but you can't really chase an Olaf because he just Rs, and then you're sad.
Yeah.
Joey is kind of the pressure point for ROTM. A lot of the gold, a lot of the damage is on him. And hopefully they'll be able to transition some gold onto their carries. But that was a really big steal for Mingos there because they are now on soul point.
Young Bones, I think, sensed something was up. Now dives forward onto Otso, not quite able to tear through. The ult not quite enough, but the Q mantra from Karma is. And now Cardinals and Dyslexic in trouble as they're getting just mauled by this bear. Young Bones healing back up. Here comes Joey, maybe looking to turn this one back around. Cardinals is godlike as they do finish that one off with the volley from Karasuda. So they're able to at least kind of defend their territory, but it's 2 for 2 in their jungle.
And we are really seeing the benefit that Volibear has gotten from getting all the side lane farm. He's up 2 levels and is able to, just with the Morgana shield, do quite a bit. Or the Karma shield's able to do quite a bit in a team fight. But luckily, ROTM was running from base and was able to respond and pick up some return kills for themselves.
Yeah, and that's a nice little grab by Cigarettes Are Bad, able just to kind of cheeky get that inner turret in mid lane, but that'll give them a lot more control over some of the jungle of ROTM and maybe open up that Baron here in a couple of minutes. Is that Nashers? It is. Okay, so that's a lot of damage for Volibear.
Yeah,
if he can stand there in auto.
He really benefits from AP. I mean, he gets it from his passive. It goes on to his E. So it's a really nice, and his ultimate as well. So he has a lot of AP scaling, and I think Nashers was a good pickup. So
yeah, so about a 2,000 gold lead right now for Mingo's third try as they're sweeping around in this Baron area. ROTM with kind of a tough little puzzle that they need to crack. Now, with Volibear potentially strong enough to duel... I mean, he's dueled Joey at a couple of different points in this game. I don't know who I would favor in a straight-up 1v1 right now, but it feels like there's a lot of difficulty to be had in trying to deal with this Volibear, and I don't think Fizz is the answer.
I don't think anyone is the answer except maybe your Olaf, but even then, probably pretty close fight in a 1v1.
Yeah, and with this soul up in a minute 40, It's just a matter of, oh, Young Bones has the flank right now. The Encore going to connect onto 2. They're going to try to pull the trigger. Volibear is just hanging out in the Krug pit right now. Hugh trying to kite back away. Smoke AD doing damage. The Dark Binding not quite going to connect, but another good root from Dyslexic. His Seraphine's actually been really good so far. Oats will find that kill onto Cigarettes are bad, but you still have your 3 strong members if you're Mingos.
Yeah, and I feel like Volibear actually could have done something there if he just decided to commit with the ult, but instead just going to steal the red buff, and we'll see if he's able to get out, but I don't think he is.
Oh, he's still got the ult. Gets slowed just by the edge of the volley, and he'll do some damage, but he'll get taken down by Karasuda.
And that's really big for RTM. Is able to actually get quite a bit out. And I don't think Volibear is going to be up for this dragon. Oh, he will just spawn, but he does have the TP, so nice for RTM to blow a lot of summoners there.
Oh, they have to be careful about this Baron. It's going to get maybe spotted by the ward. Smoke was trying to figure out if he could hit that over the wall or not.
Yeah, it's definitely something to consider. They don't really have anyone to tank it right now, so be kind of a dangerous take, especially with a Malphite ult potentially coming in, but the Ash vision is helping RTM out a lot there.
Yeah, gonna spot them out, but they're not calling that bluff. They're gonna TP in. This is not a trade that RTM wants to make right now.
I don't think they know about it. I think they just thought, oh, they must not do it, but...
Oh no, and now Cardinals is going to get caught as well. Tries to use the Unstoppable Force to get away, but it's not going to happen as he gets shut down by Young Bones. This is disastrous for ROTM. This push in the mid lane, they have to try to stop it, but I don't know that they can right now.
Yeah, you don't really have a good engage option anymore with Malphite being down, and that was a big shutdown that game. It went over to Young Bones as well, so I think this inhib is just gone.
And that binding lands onto Karasuda. He's down as well. 3v5 now. They have to try to defend for 18 seconds with the Baron minions pushing in. Mingo's looking for another Dark Binding lands onto Joey. Otso's in the back, just trying to buy some time, some distance, but it's not going to matter as Smoke takes him down. The turret's turned off right now as they're under fire from the Baroned up cannon minions. Young Bones is super low. He'll get taken down by Joey. He's trying to just draw some attention to himself, but now with Otso and Karasuda in the Death Timer, Cardinals has respawned, but there's no damage available as Dyslexic falls. Cardinals falls as well, and there goes the Nexus as well. ROTM will get knocked out in 3rd place.
And what was a really close game just went south so quickly for ROTM there. A Baron push right into Cardinals getting caught, and then Mingos is able to just use their advantage to finish out the game.
Yeah. So ROTM takes 3rd, which honestly, this is the highest placing team without a diamond player on it. So, really well done by this group of players that I don't think has ever played together before this tournament, and honestly, not a bad run. Going 2-2, yeah, they did us proud. I have nothing bad to say about any of these guys.
Yeah, very respectable, especially considering none of these players had played as a full 5 before, so well played.
Yeah, so that's going to do it for Turkey Bowl from Get Wrecked. We're going to be back tomorrow around the same time with the Legends Esports preseason tournament. At least try to get the first couple of the games of that knocked out. But boy, is that going to be a marathon. So
big old 10 games.
But we'll get most of those games over the next. Well, we'll try to get all of those games over the next couple of days. But we got to get rid of at least 3 tomorrow. So we'll be right back. Same bat channel, same bat time. That's reversed. I don't know. Gravesteel. Let's go back. Yeah. Okay. All right. Dragons at 2K. What? Don't go away from that. All right. Yeah. I honestly don't know. It it just is at 9 health and then it isn't. All right. We can go 0.25, and I didn't want this vision toggle like this, but you know, whatever. Okay. All right.
Is it just a jungle item?
I mean, I think it has to be. I don't know what else does damage in that situation. Okay, yeah, Seer unit is suffering magic damage every second. So he's got a smite here. Yeah. So you can see the Seer. Oto dashes through. It goes to 29, 14, 9. Yeah, it has to be that Seer damage, I guess.
Man, that's just so unlucky for Return of the Middle States. Holy.
Yeah, okay, let's read this. So, challenging smite marks champions.
The
Okay,
Seer, it's that
Seer.
top one.
Damaging jungle monsters burns them for 61 magic damage over 5 seconds. 61 divided by 5 is 12.
So like a little over 10. Yeah.
It does 12 damage. It got down to 9, and it burned it. Okay.
That's so sad. That's so sad.
Oh my god. Yeah, like Otso's dot didn't apply. Like Otso's dot probably outdamages that, right?
I
His
think
basic
so.
attack bleeds enemies for 36 damage over 3 seconds. It does 12 damage a tick too.
Wow.
All right. Well, anyway, that's it for us tonight. Again, congratulations on third place to the boys. It was honestly a really good performance, and we'll be back tomorrow with some more shenanigans. So thank you guys. Thanks, Lean, for joining me in this endeavor.
Of course.
And
It was a blast.
we'll see you guys tomorrow. That fiddle gif is just so good, though. With the
I love that fiddle. It's so funny. Oh, too funny, man.